Now, let's see. Where were we? Ah, yes. That's right. After venturing to the lakeside town of Manus, our heroes allied themselves with a young rebel by the name of Callum Swift, who traveled with them to a petrified grove in search of the nature spirit Edigan. Glimki was able to commune with the spirit, and a 10-petaled plumeria flower bloomed in his hair, a means of keeping Edigan alive until he could be reunited with a piece of himself lost within the mines. As our heroes began their return trip out of the grove, they were stopped by a familiar presence, a man made of locusts, the butcher, Thayun Zahir. They quickly scattered as he attacked, and Glimki was told by Edigan that, in exchange for some of his remaining power, he could summon forth one of his old allies, but Glimki would have to reach a tree across the clearing first. As he attempted to do so, Glimki was hit several times, and with each new injury, the flower in his hair lost a petal. The fight raged on, and as it did, an earthquake shook the grove, causing the ground to collapse, and Glimki barely avoided being pulled into a massive ravine. Clay and Faunalyn managed to hold off the butcher, and Glimki was able to reach the tree. As he laid his hands upon it, the stone encasing the tree ruptured, and in its place stood a treant named Sapfiend, who struck at Thayun, nearly killing him. However, this endeavor cost Edigan another 3 petals, leaving him with only 4 remaining. Seeing that his opening had closed, the butcher attempted to escape, but Faunalyn tracked him down and knocked him unconscious. He was quickly restrained, and Clay cast a Zone of Truth spell in order to interrogate him. What followed next was rather grisly, and we don't need to get into it, but long story short, Thayun Zahir offered to take the party to Prince Elling Malfirth in exchange for his life. They counter-offered by attempting to get him to take Faunalyn's place in her deal with Fishhead Franny, but he was unwilling, and ultimately Clay finished him off. Our heroes returned to Manus in the branches of their new ally and said goodbye to the tree and Callum for the time being, and decided to return to Onkiel. Upon returning to the city, they went to their hideout at Speakeasy Artworks, where they designed a symbol for their rebellion and hatched the next step of their plan, entering the office of Buntar Strigamol and stealing the documents needed to incite a mass rebellion.
You already said all that.
What do you want me to say to that? Really, what do you want me to say? On with the story.
Come gather round, travelers, and sit on the stoop. We'll tell you a story about Bard Soup. 3 lovable scamps in our traveling troupe. We'll tell you a story about Bard Soup. It's super time.
G'day, mates. It's me, Zach, from Bard Soup. You see, we usually record our show up in Canada, but daylight savings is rapidly approaching, and with it, my seasonal depression. So I had the brilliant idea of moving our show down to Australia. We've only been here a few days, but I've already picked up the accent and been bitten by several poisonous animals. Lucky for me, I've got me mates. And they also sound like this. Prima, who are you and who do you play?
Hi, I'm Prima and I play Clay Campbell.
Crikey, that's a shit accent, mate.
What are you talking about?
You're never gonna make any friends here in Melbourne unless you start talking right. Anyway, next up is me mate Jordan.
Crikey, dingo baby. I'm Jordan, I play Glimki Treefellow. Mate.
Aye, comedic use of the C word. Moving on. That's my sister, Shannon.
G'day, my name's Shannon and I play Lady Faunalyn Vaydark. Super happy to be here. Honestly, this whole bit has really got me wondering whether the Meikle siblings are odd for not having any inhibitions about doing accents. or whether Jordan and Prima are odd for experiencing inhibition. And it's something I'm gonna ponder while I go swim with the kangaroos.
Now you're showing off.
There is no accent I can't do, except the ones that would be offensive.
I'm offended.
I don't know. Those don't sound like Australian accents to me.
I thought it was pretty good. I think Shannon's was better than Zach.
What the fuck?
I thought Zach was just doing Callum's voice. But I don't know. I don't remember what he sounds like.
Enough of that nonsense. It's me, Zach. Welcome back to Bald Soup. And we'll be recording like this for the next 6 months until I don't feel scared when the lights go out at 5 p.m. Let's jump in. We join our heroes standing on the streets of Onkeel. You're on this major thoroughfare looking towards the Korak Mining Company's head office. It is the largest building you've seen in the city, stretching up easily 5 stories, surrounded by a thick stone wall with spikes on the top. The building itself is constructed much like the rest on this side of the river, with large slabs of stone and concrete molded together in harsh angles, but you notice it's slightly pyramidal in the sense that it angles ever so slightly upwards, getting narrower at the top. You see dwarven security patrolling the area outside the wall, and several more stand guard in front of the main gate, through which you can see a few yellowing trees scattered amongst a large stone courtyard.
All right.
So, I guess I'm feeling confident in the sense that we walked out of the artist place confidently, and Glimki, you look honestly better than you've ever looked. Except that time you dressed up as a princess. That was better. But I mean, like, the closer we get, the more I realize our plan is essentially complete the plan. We haven't really broken it down into a ton of actionable steps. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just wondering, does anyone else have anything? Any ideas? Any MacGuffins? Anything? When I say MacGuffins, do people know what I mean?
No.
I thought that was like industry slang, but I'm starting to realize I think that's something that I might have made up.
I think in real life, I learned that word like the day before you used it for the first time in last session.
So it is a real word. Oh,
I
good.
think so, but I didn't know what it was until that day. Just interesting that I heard the word twice in unrelated situations.
That is interesting.
This might seem naive, but I feel like there's an element of flexibility that will do us some good. I feel like we overplan this. Everything's going to go sideways anyways.
We just
Keep
go in
it simple. We got to get inside the building. We got to get inside the office. We got to get the thing from behind a painting and get out. Right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
I just think, like the getting into the building, getting into the office, that's the tricky part. But it's okay. We have the letter. We have the cover. We're all very prolific liars. It's going to be good. That was my opening. If we wanted to use a magic item that we've forgotten about, are we choosing not to proceed with any magic items that we may have forgotten about?
Oh, you mean like the above the table chat we had before we started recording?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
No, I choose to ignore that. just kidding. Let's see. Glimki struggles to. He's like continuously spitting hairs out of his mouth from his mustache and beard that keep getting in his mouth as he sifts through his bag. And Glimki, at the very bottom of his bag, after moving over some silverware and a bag of illicit drugs, finds another little bag of dust and pulls out the bag of dust of disappearance, and he'll present that to you guys. I don't remember where we got this, but I mean, this might come in handy.
This is a bag of dust, Glimki.
Okay, I cannot see how this would be helpful at all.
I'm pretty sure if you sprinkle the dust on you, you disappear. Something like that.
Oh!
That's awesome. That's really helpful, actually.
Yeah.
It is so situationally appropriate. Well done, Glimki. Ooh, you know what? And I put my handbag in Clay's hands, just assuming that when I shove it at Clay will catch it. And I start rifling, like pawing through it. And I pull out like 4 bottles of perfume. spray myself with one, pick up another one, spray Glimki with another. I just thought that one would suit you. It's a bit musky, but there's like a hint of vanilla. And then I pull out a different one that looks a little different, a little more potiony. I'm like, this is the perfume that Fallow gave me. It makes you more palatable. I have never needed it.
Oh, interesting.
Could be beneficial.
I mean, I did try using it before, but it didn't work super well for me, from what I remember.
Also, just mechanically above the table, the dust, as described, when you use an action, throw the dust in the air, you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes. So this is pretty powerful.
You could just turn the whole, like, safe invisible and just...
Yeah, so that could come in handy. I guess if you guys are the ones infiltrating the office, you guys want to take this?
Yes, that's fantastic. Okay, and then do you want to take the dust, or the perfume rather? I mean, you
Sure.
already smell good, but do you want to take the perfume in case you get into a bit of a pickle and need to give yourself some juice?
Sure. Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Excellent. Okay, I like this plan. My only fear is if one of us goes invisible while we're inside, that might be conspicuous, right? Especially if security is tight. Someone disappearing is more conspicuous than someone never being seen.
What if you start invisible?
Exactly. What if... Clay, have you ever picked a lock before?
I've broken some locks before.
Ooh. Actually, that's true. You're a criminal.
I feel like getting out is more important invisible instead of getting in, because it's only 2d4 minutes. So mechanically, it's like that's escape plan to me.
Okay, escape plan. Okay, I think that's great.
But if we sneak in, then they won't be pursuing us out.
Yeah, but we don't even know where we're going.
That's true. So
God.
you can expect, like, hot exit.
Yeah, essentially.
No, let's go back to the original plan. The original plan was Clay and I talk ourselves into the office because we have this letter demanding an audience. Glimki is going to make a diversion by claiming that something is wrong with the mines or something. Just create a diversion, get Buntar Strigmal out of the office. Clay and I will break into the safe, make it look like nothing was ever taken. We leave, we wrap things up, we leave, he suspects nothing, right? We don't have to make a hot escape and no one's onto us. But if something goes wrong, we have this dust so that Clay and I can make an expeditious escape. And if we have to, why don't we meet up at the artist's house?
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Excellent.
And sorry, we're not going in together?
I don't know.
I think it would look weird for a Korak company dwarf, such as yourself, to go in with us when we're pretending
Okay.
to be auditors.
Sure. So do I need to go in at all? Oh, diversion. Got it.
You could
Diversion,
diversion outside.
It's very important.
I'm up to
Just
speed
gotta
now.
get Jiggerworld out of his office. If he's even there, what time is it? Would he be there right now?
It's the end of the day. We're going now because we think he will be there. It's the end of the workday, so we have to go quick. Okay, it's enough planning. You're right, we're overthinking it. Let's get our cute little butts over there.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. The three of you walk up together.
Yeah, I think. That's up to Glimki because Clay and I are supposed to be
Yeah,
together.
You guys go. Because I think it's smarter that you're in the building and then I start a diversion versus I go in there, start stirring shit up, and you're like, we're here for an audit. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
We're currently in meltdown. Can you wait till tomorrow?
Clay and Faunalyn, the two of you approach the gate. There are several dwarves on duty. Faunalyn, you've been here before, but you don't recognize any of them. Appear to be on a different shift, perhaps. And one of them, a female dwarf with like an aggressive pomp with shaved sides. Not quite a mohawk, but getting dangerously close. Raises up a hand in greeting. Good afternoon, what can I do for you?
Hello. I love your hair. Very cool.
Yeah, thank you.
It's very chic. I like when somebody expresses themselves. I think hair says a lot about a person, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose. Haven't given it much thought, really. Just my hair.
Oh, it's effortless. I respect it. You know what? Good for you. Now, on an unrelated note... Okay, that was sorry if it wasn't clear. On an unrelated note, my colleague and I are auditors. We have been sent by the King of Erdenine himself. He's very interested in the Korak Mining Corporation, and and we have been offered an audience with your Mr. Strigamore. Here is our writ of notice, and I pass over the forged document.
Now, remind me, what is the claim from the document? I know it's authorizing you to, be there as representatives of the King of Erdenine. Is there an element that specifically instructs them to give you an audience with Buntar?
I think this document was actually, I forged it in such a way, I believe, and if not, let's just say what I did was I forged it in such a way where it seemed like correspondence had already been happening, and it was along the lines of like, yes, we would like to see you, like you have been granted an audience with Buntar Strigamore. This is confirming we will be keeping our appointment on this date. We are looking forward to a happy, like it's not like a straight up letter from the king saying, let my people in. It's acting like this is a business deal that's been negotiated and we're there and we're expected.
Okay.
In kind of vague terms though, like I think a super critical eye would be like, this is kind of loosey-goosey, but it looks professional. It uses a lot of big words.
Give me a deception roll with advantage.
I love getting an advantage. It's such a little little treat when I do a good job. That was a natural one. That was a natural 11. Deception is 18.
She looks at it, gives it a quick scan, hands it back to you. Says, right, welcome, Professor Eugene Clay, Fitzclay, Clay. We can, of course, welcome to Korak. Happy to have you. Why don't you come with me? And she looks at the other guards and gives a little hand gesture, and two of them push the large gate open, and she escorts you in. The grass in the courtyard has been replaced with uniform gray paving stones, and the few trees scattered around it look sickly. Branches droop, leaves, though they do have leaves, are yellowing and falling off, even though it's early into the summer. You are brought through this courtyard, up a small set of stairs, and through a set of heavy iron doors. You enter an administrative building filled with the muted sounds of echoing footsteps and shuffling papers. It is a mausoleum of commerce. Everything is in shades of gray and brown and 70s yellow. The aesthetic is rancid from floor to ceiling. But the guard brings you to a desk where several dwarves in matching business attire sit scribbling away with quills upon scrolls. You watch one roll a scroll up, stick it into a case, and load it up into a pneumatic tube, and it goes zoop and gets sucked off somewhere into the building. The guard looks at you and says, all right then, so they're going to take it from here. You can talk to any of our agents here, and they will get you to your meeting. Best of luck. And she walks out the door. A younger looking dwarf. He's got a very narrow, pointed goatee of a beard. He's got curly brown hair. He looks up at you. He's got little spectacles on and says, boy, what can I do for you?
Yes, hello. And by the way, may I say, is there anything distinguishing about them, this person? Any features?
Real hairy mole on their cheek.
Mole.
Wow, I love your hair. It looks really nice today.
Thank you.
I'm Professor Eugene Clay, Fitzclay Clay, of the Academies of Erdenine. We have been sent at the behest of the king. I'm not privy to all of the negotiations. I believe there was some communication with the King of Erdenine and your Mr. Buntar Strigamore. The culmination of that is that my colleague and I have traveled a very long way, and we have been offered to meet with Mr. Buntar Strigamore, and we are here to meet with him at the agreed upon time, which is now.
Give me another deception roll with advantage.
Because I'm so good at forgery. Holy shit, that's 2 natural ones. If you didn't give me advantage, I'd be cooked. Anyway, I got a 21.
He takes the letter from you, the writ, and reads it over and doesn't say anything, hands it back. He flips open this large ledger and starts flipping through it, and then stops on a page and starts scrolling through. If you peer over the desk, you can see it appears to be a calendar, and it is full with appointments and meetings, and it's just numerous names are referenced in here. Not just Buntar Strigamol, you see many other names and positions, just this huge company schedule tome. And his finger slides down it and says, "Oh, I'm afraid we don't have you scheduled for today, and Mr. Strigamol is quite busy at the moment. But given you've come all this way and we are eager to hear about your business needs, perhaps you would care to meet with our Vice President of Southern Hemicircle Partnerships, Domhnall Shvorkin."
Yes, we would love to meet with Domhnall Shvorkin. Will you... Shvorkin, yes.
No, Shvorkin.
That's what I said.
No, it isn't.
Okay, I would love to meet with Mr. Domhnall Shvorkin. Will you be escorting us to his office, or who will be walking us up there? We would honestly love a tour of the building while you're at it. It's such a spectacular bit of brutalism.
Isn't it, though? It's truly something special.
Yeah, snap out of it. Back with me. Stop thinking about the building. Back with me. Tour? You were going to give us a tour? Honestly, so I'm seeing... This is what, an entrance area, beginner administrative building sort of stuff.
He puts his hands on the desk and pushes his chair back. You hear little wobbly wheels go across the floor, and he steps up and walks out from behind the desk and says, "Yes, come with me." So you see here, yes, we've got an administrative area. Lots of business takes place here. We have ledgers and keep track of appointments, meetings, invoices, finances, amongst other things. Of course, there are specialized offices for all those functions, so we're often in a support role. But if you'll come with me, and he leads you up this set of just wide, plain gray stairs, your feet echoing off the floor. So yes, we see here, second floor, we've got our accounting department. Most of the number crunching happens here. Keep track of sales, profits, and items pulled from the mine, items sold from the mine, reserves, etc., of course. Moving on, and here we have our third floor. This is where many of our junior associates, managers, and other middle managers congregate here. This is where their offices are. If you work hard, you get an office. That's the nice thing about Korak. If you work hard, you get an office. That's what they always say. Been here 12 years, and any day now I'm sure I'll have my office. And he says this without a shred of irony or pettiness. He says that with the fervent belief of a company man.
Oh, I'm sure. I can tell you've got that look about you, that sort of responsibility, dependability, honesty, reliability. That's the word I was looking for. I guess it's just a shame about the fudged appointment. I hope that doesn't set back your office getting. I mean, Mr. Strigamol is expecting us, and he's going to think that we missed the appointment, and we'll be having it with somebody that we've never spoken to without any of the underlying business acquaintanceship. I mean, Mr. Strigamol has coordinated with the King of Erdeneen. They have sort of that rapport. They've done the preliminaries. We were just here to seal the deal, but I suppose we'll be going back to, what would you call it? And I look at Clay. Would you call it square one or square zero?
I think zero, ma'am.
Yes, square zero. Maybe square -1 even. Anyway, I'm sure, you've been very loyal. They won't be too hard on you that didn't make it into the agenda.
Give me an intimidation check.
I want to roll good so badly. I want to roll well so bad. It's great, guys. My kingdom for my silly little perfume. That is an 11.
He looks at you straight in the eye. "I assure you, any administrative issues were not on our end. Come along." And he leads you up to the 4th floor and says, "Now you see here, this is where our C-suite executives have their offices, vice presidents of various offices and departments, right this way." And he leads you down a hallway, and you can see some of these offices have windows, and you can see dwarves in various suits and robes sitting in very plain offices, minimal decor, very drab. Everything is muted. It almost looks like a flashback in how pale the colors are, but it's your life and you're living in it. And he leads you down a couple hallways before standing in front of a door, and he raises this hand up and knocks. Dunk, 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 dunk. And a second later, the door opens, and this heavy-set dwarf wearing rather long, flowing gray robes. He's got a salt and pepper beard that's braided in 5 or 6 neatly done braids. He opens the door and looks at the younger dwarf and says,
Yes, what's this then? What's this then?
and he says, good day, sir. These individuals are here on behalf of the King of Erdenine, and unfortunately, they made a mistake with their scheduling and are unable to meet with Bunta, but I thought that perhaps you would have some opportunity to discuss with them about perhaps a trade agreement. They are looking to procure some materials, is my understanding, from the mine. And the dwarf looks at the two of you and kind of nods his head.
Oh, very good then. Yes, come in, yes, please. Do you need anything? Water?
You know what? And I come in and I close the door, like cutting off the dwarf that was outside.
And Clay.
I don't need any water, but I thought maybe your employee could use a glass of water. It's just, I don't know what kind of recreational substances you have on this island, but it's just his pupils were a bit dilated and he was really a bit disoriented. Actually, I really apologize for the intrusion. My colleague and I are not here to meet with you. We have an agreed upon, and I show the document, an agreed upon meeting today with Mr. Buntar Strigamol, and I think your employee might have thought that you were Buntar Strigamol. They were very, almost nonsensical. I think getting high on the job is what is happening.
Give me a deception check. No advantage.
No. I need one good roll tonight. Oh, that'll do it. I mean, I don't know what the DC is, but that's a good roll. That is a 22.
He pushes past you, opens the door, and says,
Mr. Wicker, if you could please report downstairs for a mandatory drug test.
And the dwarf says, sir, I did one last week.
That's well and good, but this is this week. Please perform another. Can't be too careful these days.
And he says, okay, yes, bows and departs.
Would you mind terribly directing us to Mr. Strigamol's office? I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. I just, I wouldn't want, I just hope that our two companies can get off on the best of feet, and missing an appointment would be a terrible look for us.
He shakes his head.
No. Please come into my office. I can help you. And perhaps if a deal is signed, then I can bring you up to Mr. Strigamol's office myself, and we can inform him of the good news.
If you would like, make an inside roll. And Clay, are you attempting to enter the office as the door is opened again?
Yeah, I'm following behind.
Okay, so you push in before the door slams shut. He doesn't really take note of you. He closes the door, but you manage to slip in. And the two of you are in this office. It is fairly minimally decorated. There's a simple wooden desk, a couple of plain office chairs or the fantasy equivalent. There is a small portrait on the desk of this man, Domnall, with another man and a small child, both dwarves. Please.
I didn't know gay people could be capitalists.
Did you say that out loud?
No, but I think it. Yes, of course. Sorry, did you say up to Mr. Strigamol's office? This is such an interesting building. I didn't realize there was another floor up there.
Yes. The 6th floor is Buntar Strigamol's, Mr. Strigamol's office, and also personal residency. He's quite married to the job.
Oh, he lives up there.
Yes, he rarely leaves the building.
Oh, wow. What about you? I see is that a family portrait there?
Yes. Back in near Valdir, my husband and our child.
You have a beautiful family, and may I say your child, I can see his beard coming in, and it looks just like yours. That is so sweet. He's got a smart look about him.
Yes, it's been several years, so the beard might be rivaling mine at this point. But we'll see. Next time I have a chance to go home, maybe in 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
You are all so very dedicated to this company. I really find it very admirable. But it must be somewhat hard for you not to see your husband and child for so long.
Not at all. So, tell me, what does the King of Erdenine require?
Oh, the King of Erdenine, well, it's just, it's just that I'm actually not here to negotiate a deal. I'm an auditor. I believe the deal had already been somewhat brokered between Mr. Strigamole and the King, but we can take it from scratch. I'm sure there won't be any problems. The King of Erdenine wants standard terms, 25% renegotiating biannually, quarterly audits, this being the first, and no interest because friends, and you hang a few Erdenine banners around, and discount at Erdenine inns for all the minors. And Faunalyn is going to think back so hard to when she was a child and she spent a lot of her time like hiding under the desk in her father's office, or like hiding behind the curtains and just eavesdropping. She was just a huge eavesdropper, total weirdo, and she's gonna think back to like what business words people use and if she's missing any.
Yeah, give me just a flashback check.
Oh, well, that's a raw 18.
Perfect. Based off the expression on his face, you suddenly realize you're missing lots of them. Many of the words, in fact. He looks at you a little confusedly and says, "Now, sorry, pardon me, perhaps I'm playing catch-up. Are you attempting to procure materials from the mine, or are you attempting to secure some sort of controlling interest in the mine and an investment in the mine? Because the Korak Mining Company is independently owned and operated, and we are not looking for outside investors. We are well and truly established and profitable."
No, of course, we're looking, yes.
However, if you wish to discuss investment opportunities, I could send you to our VP of Investment, Klaus Fringer.
You know what? Yes. Why don't you send me to Mr. Klaus? I don't want to say that last name. And
Fringer.
And I'll come back here. Yeah, okay. And I'll come back here. Sure. And I'll come back here shortly. And we'll discuss it further. It has been such a pleasure. Just point me in the right direction. That way, that way.
No, please. This place is a maze. I get lost here twice a day. Come with me. And he pushes himself up from his chair.
Son of a bitch.
And pushes out of the office. A little bit of a waddle. Glimki, you are outside staring at the building, with the instruction broadly to cause a commotion at some point. There's not really a means or a plan of when you are supposed to start making a hoot and a holler. So what's Glimki up to, I guess?
Okay, we cut back to Glimki, and I would like to imagine it as if it's like a camera pedestal from his feet walking up, but he's like walking with a limp and dragging like a dead leg behind him. And he's covered in dirt and mud and like a mulch and dust. And he's approaching the main door, waving his arms at the guards at the doorway as he approaches. And is like, "Boys, sound the alarm!"
Give me a deception or performance roll.
Do you want more?
No, but I mean...
That voice was so different from Glimki's usual voice. You sounded kind of posh. You were like, "Boys, oh dear, boys, good heavens."
17.
He's such a good actor.
Yeah, you really assumed the character.
Two of the guards run up. They grab you, put their arms under yours. If they notice that you are lighter than a dwarf, they don't immediately remark on it. And
I pushed them away.
Okay.
Like angrily, trying to get past them. Like, "Did you hear me? I said sound the alarm."
The female dwarf with the pomp looks at you and says, "Well, what's going on then, mate?"
Very dramatic, over the shoulder turnaround. "I have reason to believe that two people are posing as some kind of officers and have made their way into this building." "We need to gather all of the employees somewhere, the cafeteria, anywhere, and do a very thorough check of credentials. And you're probably wondering, where are mine? I'm sure, but I was just jumped on the way here. Look at the state of me."
Give me one more deception roll. And I'll say with advantage.
Haha, 18.
Yes.
Rolling so good.
Faunalyn and Clay, you are led down a hallway to another door. Simple wooden, the dwarf leading you, Domhnall, he knocks, and an old dwarf with just the whitest, longest beard, completely bald head with but a few wisps sticking off of it. He leans on a cane. The door opens on creaking hinges, and his office appears to be a mausoleum. It is just gray. There are cobwebs everywhere. And he says, "Yes!" And Domhnall says, "Vice President Fringa, there are some people here who are interested in investing in the mine. But we haven't had an investment in 15 years. I'm aware. We are fully profitable. We do not need outside investors. But they are interested nonetheless, and I said I would bring them by to speak with you." That's nice. Deep within the bowels of this building. Bwam, 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 bwam. Oh, I'm sure that's nothing to be concerned about. Probably just some protesters outside. We'll spray them down with a hose or have them executed or some such, whatever, you know. The wheels of commerce must spin on.
Whatever.
Yes, the wheels of commerce must spin on. Come into my office. I will leave you here in Vice President Klaus Fringa's excellent hands. And that's all for me. And he looks at the camera. This guy. And walks off. Come in. Can I get you some water?
Hi.
Or perhaps some water? They stopped giving me tea many years ago. They think I'm dead.
Okay, well, I make like a aghast face. Oh my, I think my lady time has just arrived. You know, the Crimson Hurricane? Bloodnado? You know, the Red Devil? I think it's just arrived. Is there a bathroom? Where's the bathroom?
Yes, I'll take you. And he takes like the slowest.
No! I insist. I am so embarrassed because there is blood leaking out of me and all up into my many petticoats. And I insist that as a gentleman, you keep your distance lest you catch my womanly malaise. It's simply improper, indecent. I am ashamed. I must go cleanse myself, both physically and spiritually, in the loo. So just point the way, and my colleague and I, who is who is here, sorry, what was I saying? Who is here with me, will help me mop it up. That's right, it's a 2-man job. Now, where is...
He has a heart attack.
No, play. Okay, go. 6th floor. Let's go. Should we use the dust?
Yeah. Wait, we should find his room first and then use the dust.
It's the 6th floor. It's the 6th floor. We need to go and we cannot be seen.
Have we been going up the floors using stairs or an elevator?
Stairs.
Okay. We go back to the stairwell then.
Okay, I think we should use the dust.
Now? Okay. On you?
To get to the office. On both of us.
Okay.
I think we go up to the office, we just go in there, we fucking ransack it. We know it's behind a painting. What is it behind a painting of? I wrote it down. Behind a painting of...
Yeah, we just look behind all the paintings.
It's just a portrait. It's behind a portrait. Okay. So how about this? We go in there. If Boontar is in there, you keep him off of me. I break into the safe. We get out of there. We're completely invisible. We just go outside. Okay?
Okay.
In and out. 8 minutes. Let's go. And if you see any important documents, steal those too.
Okay. Deal. Let's go.
You're dusting?
Dust.
We're dusting. Wait, I want to kick the old man to make sure he's really dead.
He's
dead.
He sits up.
Did he die?
And then collapses again.
No. Oh, God.
Good. Let's go.
Okay.
Can I take out my hand mirror, cut 2 lines of dust disappearance on my mirror?
Are we snorting it?
Your insides become invisible.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, Claire, we're snorting it. She's like wipes her nose. I assume her fingers start to fade even as she wipes her nose.
Yeah, it spreads from the fingers and the nose down. Clay, do you also do a line?
No, I just like daintily wipe it up with my finger and just like spread it on myself.
Perfect. Yeah, you pat it on and start to disappear in clumps. Faunalyn, you disappear from the inside out, and I need you to roll 2d4.
Oh yeah, it's not even 8 minutes necessarily.
It's like 2 minutes.
Oh, that's a 4. Holy shit! No, the lying allegations are going to come back because that's 2 4s.
8 minutes.
No way. Holy shit.
You run down the halls trying to retrace your steps until you find your way back to the stairs. You find that there is a stairwell leading up to the 6th floor. It has 2 guards stationed at the base of it.
Even with
But-
the alarm?
They are like looking around a little concerned, a little confusedly, but they do not leave their posts. They're there, but I will say because they are distracted by the alarm and you are invisible, no roll necessary. You slip past them, run up the stairs,
Yes.
find yourself on the 6th floor. There are 2 hallways that branch off from the top of the stairs. One to the left, one to the right. And I will say amongst the noise, and it's not like red alert lights flashing. Like the alarm is down, closer to like main floor, first couple floors. Up here, it's, a distant blaring sound. I will say from the left, you see this big set of double doors, and you can just make out shouting from behind the door.
What do we hear?
So, you thought it would be a good idea to allow him out with 5 kegs of blast powder.
Yes, but the idea was we would see who he was contacting, and we would catch him.
No. He should never have been allowed out of the storehouse.
Yes, but if we cut him off, we stop the plot. If we take him after, then we catch them all in one fell swoop. No more dissidents.
Get out. Get out. You're fired.
And the door swings open, and you see this middle-aged dwarf. He's got a heavily scarred face, a sword on his hip. He pushes past you angrily. And the door, you see a larger individual, not a dwarf. Seems to be, maybe they've got a little bit of ogre blood, maybe they've got a little bit of giant blood. Just like a big individual in a suit walks up and closes the door shut.
I whisper to Clay,
Mm-hmm.
new plan. I'm going to try to kill Buntar Strigamol.
You're gonna kill him?
Okay. I think we should kill him. Yeah, let's kill him. I'm going to try to slip him through the door.
Okay. Wait, so that the door was on one side of the hallway. What's on the other side?
Another door.
I'm gonna go for the other door. Can I sneak in from the back door?
Sure. You walk over there and you push the door open and you find yourself in a rather large open floor plan apartment. It's fairly Spartan, shall we say, not extremely lavish. You get the sense that the things here are nice, but they're not flashy, very utilitarian. You see that there's a living room sort of area with a large bookshelf. You quickly scan it and see that they're mostly books on minerals and elements and mining operations and famous dwarves. Do you speak Dwarven? Dwarvish?
I don't think so. I kind of just thought this room would be connected to the other room.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it connected to the office?
You look around, it appears to be a separate space, but I think that makes sense because I made it. No, I think that makes sense to you because of what the other VP said about how the upper floor is divided between his office and his living quarters. And this appears to be his living quarters.
Okay. Quick scan around the room. Anything interesting or like incriminating? Any portraits?
Yeah, you look around. There's like a couple pieces of art, but they are like, imagine one of those brutalist structures turned into line art, just very simple, very black and white. Nothing that you would describe as a portrait. There's no files that say top secret just sitting out on a desk.
What?
I know, right? All things considered, pretty clean. He either cleans up himself or he has cleaning staff that take care of that. There's a bed area you can see.
Is there a kitchenette?
Yeah, a little kitchenette.
Okay,
Little
Clay's
bar.
gonna go into the kitchen And since she can't cast any spells without becoming visible again, she's gonna use the stove to set a small fire in the apartment.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you find some tinder and some flint and steel, one of those like fancy ones they use in science labs where it's just a handle with a little scritchy part and you just start sparking that. Maybe you take a couple of the books and start ripping out pages and pss, 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 little fire starts to burn and you start a fire in the kitchen.
Okay.
While that is happening, Faunalyn, what are you doing?
I'm going to do something kind of bad. So I'm in the room with Buntar Strigamol, yeah?
No, you're in the hallway.
Right. Well, I want to go into the room with Buntar Strigamol. I wanted to slip in when that guy left.
Yeah, I'm going to say you were too far away. Like the door opened, guy came up, pushed the door shut.
Okay.
So you approach the door and I got to know, what are you doing?
I listen for just a second. Do I hear anything on the other side?
Give me a perception roll with disadvantage.
Oh, okay, cool. That was a 5 and a 16, so that's going to be a 9.
A 9. I'd say with a 9, you can hear a little bit of conversation. Like
Conversation.
But not enough to make out the words. And then a second later, with your ear pressed to the door, it swings open. And a dwarf in a simple suit walks out, attempting to close the door behind him.
Ooh. I am going to hold the door, but try to do it in a way where it seems like the door just jammed at its apex a little. Sometimes when doors swing open and then they kind of get caught a little on something like the rug or something. And I'm going to do my best to get through the door.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Ooh, acrobatics. I'm pretty good at that. And I rolled mediocre. That's going to be a 16.
16 is enough. And you manage to just delay him closing the door. And he scowls and then tugs on it again and it closes behind him. But you are in the office.
Is Buntar there?
You look around. You see this large office. It is, frankly, far too big for any office. It's open. It's completely open, but it may as well have rooms. There's an entire conference table with 20 chairs spread out around it. There's a fireplace with several couches and a large marble table scattered around it. There is a bar with just floor-to-ceiling bottles of wine and brandy, other liquors. At the back, there is a large oak desk stained a nice dark color, a very lavish, not quite a throne, but this plush chair behind it. And you see several dwarves, as well as a larger individual. One is this, starting with the larger individual that you saw outside. Like I said, he appears to be maybe part dwarf, part something else. He's tall, he's thick. His hands, each of them look like a cleaver, just these massive fists. You see on one hand, he's got a dark metal ring wrapped around a finger. It looks like to be straining. The skin is bulging around it. There are several more dwarves of various ages in similar uniforms to the one that just walked out. Appear to be security or perhaps personal aides. And then lastly, you see a dwarf in a gray pinstripe suit. He's got dark thinning hair that he has combed over, a dark black beard with gold threads woven into it. So he's got several rings. On one hand, he's got 3 rings of differing metals. On the other, he has a dark metal band similar to the one the larger individual is wearing. And he walks over to this desk and sits down in the chair and begins writing.
Remind me, are there any paintings around?
There is a painting above the fireplace. There is a portrait of Buntar. Appears to be a few years younger. He is holding a gem-encrusted cane and not scowling, but definitely not smiling either at the viewer.
Interesting. And do I see, this is an enclosed room. I don't see any way that loops around to where Clay might be, right?
It is a very large office, but it does not appear to loop.
And there's no bedchamber or anything in here, yeah?
Nope. This is an office. It is for professional meetings and gatherings. It is lavish.
I'm in so much trouble.
What was
Okay.
your plan?
You know, based off your experience, that it is for impressing guests and business associates and anyone who would come in and need to be dazzled. It stands in stark contrast to the bed chambers that Clay has explored.
Okay. God, I wish I had those drugs. Okay. Is there alcohol in here?
There's a whole bar.
There's a whole...
Is there alcohol in his private kitchenette?
A few bottles. A small bar, I'd say, like a mini bar.
Clay's making Molotovs and he's gonna like bring them across the hallway to the other room.
Holy shit.
While this is happening, I'm going to say we cut down to Glimki, who is in the lobby of the Korak head office. A scarred-faced dwarf walks out past you, and one of the guards you're speaking with says, Mr. Kennel, this individual says that there are some intruders present in the building. He says, I don't give a shit. I don't work here anymore. And he walks out the door.
What?
He's like, okay. Could we please get some security personnel here? And a couple of guards walk up. Say, what's the situation? And they look at the guards with you, and they look at you.
It's about damn time. We're looking for 2 people, dwarf-like, red hair, big scars, okay? They're in the building.
When you say dwarf-like, what does that mean?
Dwarf adjacent. I think that's pretty clear.
Do we mean dwark? Do you mean dwarks?
It's like, it was, I don't know, it was dark. And they beat me up, as you can see.
Yeah, you look like shit.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, everyone. Has anybody seen 2 dwarf-like individuals with red hair,
Braided beards.
braided beards,
Big scars.
big scars?
All over the face. Real ugly motherfuckers.
Everyone turns to look at a dwarf who's sipping a cup of coffee and eating a donut. And he's like, oh, come on! One of the guards says, please detain that man, and we shall continue the search for the other individual. Guys, it's me. It's Terry. You know me.
It might not be him.
Two guards tackle him to the ground and
23.
spread out throughout the building.
Poor Terry.
You could be an intruder. You gotta be safe here.
Indeed. Do you require first aid, sir?
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's like subdermal. Subdermal, it's like, I think I just need to rest.
Must have hit you pretty hard to bust a thick skull such as ours. I'm actually going to say this guard is going to escort you over to a chair and is going to attempt a medicine check.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. You're not going to like this. But that's a natural 20.
Okay, all right.
Oh boy.
And he starts pawing at you, like feeling your head, like checking your pulse. Says, your nose, it looks crooked. Is it broken? And he grabs your prosthetic nose and it comes off in his hand.
Glimki screams.
What the hell's?
And he's gonna put paws to face and be like, "Ah!" That's worse than I imagined.
I'm gonna need you to make the biggest, stinkiest deception roll of your life.
That's so crazy.
This is so funny.
Oh shit. That's a good one. That's an 8.
An 8.
By George, my nose! It came clean off my face.
He grabs your hand and pulls it away, revealing a smaller, intact nose. What the hell's going on here? Kill the alarm! We found our intruder!
No. You need to listen, okay? This is bigger than me.
The dwarves grab you along with Terry, and they drag the two of you into an office. There's dim green light swinging from the ceiling, a metal table. You really are like, why do they have this room? Like, what purpose? This is an administrative building. And they chain you to the table with a handcuff, and we're going to cut upstairs to Clay and Faunalyn.
Clay or Faunalyn, we were doing very different things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Clay. You are still, unless, you know what? We're gonna say Faunalyn for the time being because I think Clay is in a holding pattern of making incendiary devices, and Faunalyn is alone in this office. I'm gonna say 3 of your minutes have been. We'll say 2. We'll say 2 of your minutes have been eaten up because you haven't done much.
No, I would like to see if there's a place for a grown elf woman to hide. Like, imagine I was going to hide here for a prolonged period of time. Is there a really good hide and seek spot in here?
You look around. Give me a perception roll.
Oh, that's a natural 19. That would be a 23.
There's no wardrobes or closets. There is a large conference table, which maybe there's the fireplace, though a fire currently burns inside of it. And there is the bar and the desk. You could hide behind either of those, but there's nothing that somebody couldn't see you just by happening to walk around a corner or look in the wrong direction. But I think with a 23, you know that you could take your chances by shimmying up the fire, or you could probably hide behind the bar and hope that nobody gets thirsty for the next bit of time.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to play the long con. I am going to go back to the door and I'm going to knock on the door 3 times as if someone is knocking on the door. And then I'm going to wait near the opening side so that if someone opens to check who's there, I can slip out.
Interesting. Okay. Buntar looks up at the large individual and says, "Wimbley, check the door." And the large individual, I keep saying waddles. I don't know. He steps over these big thumping footsteps. Thump, thump, thump. Pulls the door open, peers out. "There's nobody here." Charus, see what that alarm's about, and ask when my new head of security is arriving. And one of the dwarves in uniform steps out, and you follow them into the hallway.
I do. Okay, I'm going to go towards where I believe Clay went. I'm going to go towards the backwards way. The opposite way. Backwards way is crazy way of saying that. I go the opposite direction.
Yeah, no problem. You watch as this dwarf walks away down the stairs. You follow them and then keep going down the hallway, entering the apartment. It is full of smoke.
Oh my god. Oh shit, Clay, were you making a diversion?
Oh, Lady Faunalyn, are you here?
I'm here. Where are you?
I'm making some weapons we can use if you want to go kill Buntar.
Oh, I was actually thinking I would hide under his bed, and then tonight I'm going to strangle him with a magic rope and make it look like a suicide. Do you want to stay with me and help me overpower him? Because I'll need somebody to pull his legs.
I was going to make it look like he left the oven on and his whole building burnt to the ground.
No, that's really good, but it's... Okay, yes, this is good. This is good. This is good. We can do the fire thing. Everyone will run out. I need to get back in the office. But you need to make the fire go quickly because we're going to run out of invisibility, okay? No, I like my idea, because we make it look like a suicide. I think, no, but the fire thing is a good diversion. I don't know what to do. What do you think we should do?
Did you see a painting? Did you find what you were looking for in his office?
Yes.
Did you get it?
There's too many men in there. I cannot look right now. There's like 5 guys in there.
Okay, so we evacuate the building. The alarm's going. Is there a smoke detector in this room?
No.
Why not?
This is medieval Europe.
Are there pneumatic tubes that end up in this room? The ones that you mentioned from earlier?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, there's some pneumatic tube.
Okay, I start shoving like stuff that's on fire through the tubes to send it throughout the building.
Clay, that's so crazy. Oh, that's so good. Okay, Faunalyn goes, oh shit. Okay, we're doing your plan, and I'm gonna run out the hallway, and I'm gonna stand near the stairs, and I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna try my best to imitate any of the dwarves or guards that I've heard, because I have an advantage to imitating voices that I've heard.
Yes.
And I'm going to yell something like,
Fire!
Security
Fire!
breach!
Evacuate!
Fire! There's multiple explosions! We must evacuate! And then I'm going to try to hurry up and stand next to the door so that when it opens, I can get in there again.
Okay, we're going to cut away.
The pneumatic tube thing is so fun.
Glimki, you are in an interrogation room.
Okay, how much time do I have? Because I have some things I want to do.
Start smelling smoke.
A mean-looking dwarf with a scar over his eye, got a big cigar, big meaty fist. He's wearing like a blue suit. He takes the jacket off, rolls his cuffs up, slams his fists on the table. "All right, punk, you're gonna talk. and you're gonna tell us what you're doing here.
Wait, is this Terry?
No, Terry is beside you, whimpering.
Hold on. Was there any moment before this guy came in? Just curious. But when it was just me and Terry in the room, just asking.
I'll give you 30 seconds with Terry.
Okay, Terry, you said
jeez.
Terry's crying, right? How much length do I have on my chain here?
Like,
I can make it to Terry, right?
Yeah, I'd say you two are like sat next to each other.
Okay, Glimki puts his hands on Terry and is like, Terry,
I'm gonna lose my job.
No, Terry,
they think I'm a terrorist.
Terry, we're gonna get through this. It's all good. And Terry's,
you did this to me.
No, Terry, it'll all make sense very shortly. And Glimki's gonna use.
I'm never gonna get an office now.
Glimki's going to use sleight of hand to try to put the black leaf in Terry's pocket.
Give me a sleight of hand roll.
13.
I will say, okay, perfect. I would say normally with disadvantage because you are handcuffed to the table, but Terry is so distraught that he's paying no attention. And yeah, you just, like that scene in Now You See Me or whatever, where they're throwing the card around, you just, and the black leaf little baggie flies through the air and lands right in his pocket.
Perfect. Step 1 is complete. Step 2. I walk back over to my side of the chain of the desk and I retrieve the perfume from my pouch, and Glimki spritzes himself with the perfume, and then instead of sitting in the metal chair, he props himself up on the table very proudly and sits with his legs crossed waiting for the guys to enter.
Yeah, the door gets kicked open and this dwarf you doing the Joker? What is this? Start Heath Ledger choke.
For the audience who can't see Jordan, he is sat all the way back in his chair doing the slowest of hand claps.
I'm just picturing the chain getting pulled taut every time you clap.
Well done, boys. Well done. You passed the test. Congratulations.
The hell are you talking about, punk?
Oh, let's see. It's still coming all together, isn't it? My name is Geronimo T. Gates. I'm part of the new Korak Security Audit Team. You probably saw 2 of my compatriots earlier doing a significant audit of the business here. Well, this was all part of the plan, boys, and I'll have to say you passed with flying colors. I mean, except for one small hiccup. You found me. Congratulations. You saw through the ruse of my disguise. However, some things were flying under your nose. I hate to say it, but your friend Terry here, even in the small interaction that I've had, is hiding something, I have to say, pretty sinister. If you don't mind checking his pockets.
You tell me how to do my job, punk?
It's an audit, sir.
Give me a deception roll.
With advantage?
I know I lilted my voice in a way that implied that's the thing. Absolutely the hell not.
But the perfume doesn't give us something.
So many 11s.
But you have the perfume.
Oh, what does the perfume do?
Yeah, that's charisma based, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So you do have advantage actually because of the perfume.
Nice. Oh, still 11.
Come on!
Not helpful.
He looks at you skeptically. Yeah. You expect me to think that I wouldn't know about what you think about this being an independent individual audit or something about the security? Yeah, that's right. You think you're pretty sly. I'll bite. And he walks over to Terry and feels around one pocket. Terry's like whimpering. He feels the other pocket. Well, I'll be damned.
Do you have anything to say for yourself, Terry?
I don't know how I got that. I don't know what that is.
Unlikely story. Glimki dangles his wrist with the chain towards one of the guards.
He looks at you, looks at the other guy. Interesting. All right, well, your story has some credence. What's your name, Mr. Special Investigator?
Sorry, were you not listening? Geronimo T. Gates.
No, fully flew my brain. Geronimo T. Gates. Well, Mr. Geronimo T. Gates, this is quite the situation we find ourselves in. But so far your story adds up.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to talk to some of my people, run this up the chain, make sure that you're who you say you are, and then he pats his pocket, and you hear just a little clank of metal keys rattling. And if everything checks out, then you'll be on your way soon. The door swings open. A dwarf in the reception area is fully on fire, and you see that the lobby is exploding as dozens of Molotovs. This interrogator is knocked over. He hits his head on the table. He's knocked out. Terry starts he's just sobbing loudly. I'm going to die!
Glimki wants to immediately rush over to get those keys.
Yeah, you reach into his pocket, you grab the keys.
I slap Terry across the face and I grab him by the cheeks and I'm like, Terry, you'll live to see another day, and I'm gonna unlock his things.
Thank you.
I also want to take the black leaf back.
Yes! Thank goodness.
That's the baggy back. Thank you, Geronimo. And you run out into the burning lobby.
What the fuck is happening?
We are going to cut back upstairs. Clay is feeding pneumatic Molotovs into the entirety of the office building.
Jesus Christ.
Faunalyn, what are you doing?
I would like to say that when I ran out and ran the gambit of like, there's a fire, we've got to evacuate now, also intruders, and tried to impersonate a dwarf, I want to say I also threw one of Clay's Molotovs like at the hallway kind of, so that like there's a burst of flame in the hallway also.
Totally, yeah. There's not a rug per se, but there's still an explosion of fire, and the large individual swings the door open and says, "Sir, there appears to be a fire in the building." What are you talking about? This building's made of stone. There's nothing sir, I'm aware of that. There's smoke emanating from your bedchambers, and there is fire everywhere, from what I can tell. Fine. 9 hells. This is insane. All right, let's go.
I'm slipping into the office.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I would say they don't even close the door. And you watch as this larger individual, the 2 remaining security personnel, and Buntar Strigamol file out of the office. They're kind of flanking him. They, guide him around the flames, down the stairs, and you step into the office.
Clay's gonna follow too once she's shoved enough flammable things down the tubes.
Yeah, hey, let this be a lesson to all you at home. Work-life balance is important. If you're so married to your job that you have pneumatic tubes running into your bedchamber, you gotta step back. You gotta take some time for yourself. But I guess in a way, that's kind of what email is. Says a lot about society. Clay and Faunalyn step into the office.
Awesome. I run to that painting and I take the painting off the wall. Is there a safe?
There is, but it's not like any safe you've seen before. It is like a smooth, not quite marble, not quite glass, but smooth panel. Smooth, like dark metal panel. And you see that there are 3 circular indentations in it, each the size of a ring.
How big is the whole unit?
The safe?
Yeah.
Maybe 1.5 feet to each side.
Does it look like I could just like take the whole thing?
It is like embedded in the wall.
Oh.
All you can see is like this glass, not quite glass, but like this pane, this dark, smooth pane.
Okay. 3. It looks like 3 rings, like finger rings.
Like finger rings.
Okay. Was there a jewelry box in the bedroom?
Did I see a jewelry box?
Not in the time that you searched. I mean, I think your time was spent largely committing arson. And I'm going to say, given the time it took to commit said arson, you look over and you see Faunalyn next to you.
Oh, 8 minutes
Faunalyn,
are up.
You look over and you see Clay.
Shit.
It makes sense.
Shit.
Okay. No, it's okay. I like the idea of taking the whole thing out the wall. Let me just try, and I want to see if there's anything. I know it's not a standard lock, but does it look like I could pick it somehow?
There are these circular inserts.
Yeah.
And the way I see it, if you can give me an investigation check.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Woo.
Okay. I'm going to say with a natural 20, you immediately figure out the nature of this safe.
Oh, easy.
That's not to say you're able to open it, but you look at it and it is perhaps different in execution, but similar in spirit to ones you saw in your own father's office many, many years ago.
And you look at it and you get the idea that the rings on Buttar's fingers, the 3 rings he wore on one hand, likely go into each of these indentations and function as the dial for multiple combination locks.
Fuck.
Oh, 3 different combinations.
Oh,
So you look at it
shit.
and you realize it is going to take multiple checks to pick. And from your investigation, you can tell extremely complex locking mechanism. Not impossible, nothing is impossible, but going to be extremely difficult.
Are there any traps?
Okay.
Like if we fuck it up, it will explode or something, or destroy what's
I
inside?
gotta be prudent.
Clay, you asked that, and I'd say combining with Faunalyn's natural 20, you look and you see that there are little vents surrounding the safe, likely for a poison or perhaps other paralyzing gas to emit from, some sort of gas distribution system.
And it's
Okay.
embedded in the wall? Okay, Lady Faunalyn, this doesn't look like any kind of safe I've seen before. In the past, I've thrown a safe out of a window once, so that was my thought of how we could get the safe out, but I don't know if this safe can be removed.
And if we try to remove it, maybe something comes out of that vent and destroys whatever's inside, or something bad happens. Okay. You were okay with the murder plan, right?
Well, let's see what the evidence of his like crimes is first behind the painting. Like we need to figure out
Yeah.
what he really did.
Okay. Maybe I'm going to start looking around, running around. I'm going to start checking the windows to see if there's anything that looks like a way in from outside. If with the aid of the magic rope, I'm thinking, if I move a barrel there and if I break the window lock here, then could I get back in here sometime again without having to go through the building?
You are on the 6th floor. So it is possible. Magic rope will definitely help. It is also, as you know, a pyramidal shape. There is a slant. So it's probably going to be a lot easier than if it was a vertical climb. Still hard. You're still very high off the ground. If you were to slip or lose your balance, it could be your death. But theoretically, if you were to leave, you could find a way back in from the outside. I will remind you that there is a spiked wall that is also very tall, very difficult to climb. But turns out when all you have is a magic rope, everything looks like a wall that can be climbed. So probably doable. I think with your assessment, climbing won't be the biggest problem. It will be avoiding security. Both the security that exists now and the likely strong response that is to stem from this afternoon's endeavors.
Okay. Is there a way that I could wait on the roof without being seen?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to grab Clay by the shoulders and say, listen to me very carefully. Here's what I think we should do. I think there's no way we're getting into that safe without Buntar's rings and without the combination from him. Maybe I can crack the combination without the rings. That would be fine. What we're going to do, what I think we should do, is hide on the roof, let all this hubbub die down. When Buntar comes back, when he goes to sleep tonight, we sneak into his room. We kill him by making it look like a suicide. We take the rings off his fingers. I hack the safe. If, by chance, the safe isn't hackable, that's fine. I'm sure he's written down his password somewhere in this pile of notes. Okay? We're going to make it look like a suicide. We're going to leave a note saying that he sees now that his company is an abomination. Word is going to spread about that. It feeds into the rebellion. Buntar is dead, which fundamentally destabilizes the enemy at the most critical level. And all we have to do is kill one tyrant. I don't like killing people that much. Felt really bad about Jordan, but it would feel so good to kill this guy because this guy is exactly like the old elven fuck that ruined my life. So basically, I'm going to call the rope forth. You're going to pull his legs. Wait till you hear a snap. And then we're going to make it happen, okay? We're going to hide on the roof until he goes to sleep. Yes? Are you with me?
Yes, I agree that if he's been the mastermind of making this island the way it is now, then he should definitely be taken to justice. But I did set his bedroom on fire, so I don't know if he's going to be sleeping there tonight.
Shit. Okay, how are we going to get those rings and get back in here? We're just going to have to come back another day, I guess. Shit, I don't know. I don't know what to do. We need those rings.
I want to find a way to take the safe first, because if we have the safe at least, then we can just get the rings and we don't have to come back here. Is there a way?
But if we take the safe, then he'll know that we've broken into... He knows that we've taken the document. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe the jig is already up, though. Maybe they're not mutually exclusive, okay? We take the safe out of the wall. You get it out of here. I wait here. And she mimes a noose. See what I can do about him. And if I can't do anything, that's fine. I'll find my own way back. And either way, I get the rings.
Because if what's in here is really that important, then us having it, like, that's maybe enough to get him to do what we wanted to do. Walk the wheel for 50 years.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about the wheel walking. Someone will do it. Oh. Yes. No, Clay. No, Clay. We need to kill him. Because I can just write in his suicide note, it's my last dying wish that my most loyal follower, the best company man, will walk the wheel for 50 years, thereby fulfilling our obligation and setting the other dwarves free to ruin all the other islands. So I think we can make a lot happen here. We just need to hang one bastard. Can you hang one bastard with me, Clay? Just one as a treat?
Okay, you really want to kill him.
I just think it's the best way to get the rings and to destabilize and in a way to, get a sort of justice against a man who resembles a man that I hate that I'm powerless to do anything about.
Okay, so we have to find a way to remove the safe, and you're going to stay here, and you're going to... him?
I don't know. Well, I wish you would stay with me and help me. But no, we need to get the safe out of here.
Is he coming back here? Is he going to come back here?
Probably, right? I mean, there's precious things in this office. I imagine that once he finds out that the document is gone, all hell will break loose. It's just I really have killing him in my head now, and I really like the idea, but I'm racked with indecision. Okay, can I take a look at those ring slots? What kind of rings were on his finger? I'm also thinking back. What kind of rings? Were they generic rings? I have a lot of jewelry. Do I have rings, like signet-style rings? Like rings that would resemble the rings that I saw on his fingers?
Yeah, can we pick this without the key? Like, without the rings?
Without a closer investigation, hard to say, but I will say the thing that stood out, they did not appear to be adorned with gems or insignias, house symbols, nothing like that. They weren't signet rings. They looked fairly plain, like almost like a wedding band, but the thing that stood out was each was a different material. Hard to say for sure without a closer inspection, but it appeared that one was copper, one was silver, and one was gold.
Okay, Faunalyn definitely has silver and gold, if not rings, then like hoop earrings.
I just take out one gold piece,
one
one silver piece, and one copper piece.
Maybe. Do you have a copper ring, Clay?
No, but if I take this copper penny and like bend it into shape, can we fit it into the slot?
We'll say you take a copper piece and you bend it with all your might. Extremely hard to do, but you do, and it is an imperfect fit.
But does it feel like I can twist the combination lock or whatever with it?
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
You don't know if you need those rings specifically. It's possible that they are magically attuned to the safe. It's possible that they are just regular rings. But you think at the very least it needs to be a perfect fit. If not those rings specifically.
Do you have any rings? Do you want to try too?
I have gold and silver. If we get the safe out of here, there is a chance that on the way out, I can shake his hand and get his rings off his hand. There is a slight chance. I'm willing to run the gambit. You get out of here with the safe. We will not be able to come back because as soon as he realizes I've taken his very precious rings on his hand, assuming I succeed, I'm not immediately thrown in the dungeon. I trust he'll break me out. And not immediately thrown in the dungeon. He's going to be after me. So I don't know if running to the artist's house will be enough, but let's get the safe out. I'm with you. Let's get the safe out. My murder plan is very, very good, but it can wait. I will try to get the rings off his hand. And you know what? I trust you. You get the safe out of the wall. I'll get the rings. We meet at the rendezvous. Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. How do I get this safe out of the wall?
Don't have traps. Okay. I give Clay like a super quick hug. I like squeeze Clay close for just a super split second. Good luck. And I run out. And I'm going to, I'm just going to try to act natural, like a woman who is scared to be in a burning building. And what is going on? Cough, cough. What?
We are going to cut to Glimki.
What is the scene down here?
It is chaos. There are fires burning everywhere. It seems like the bottles are maybe slowing down a bit, but several people are on fire. It is bad. There's also some people like stepping up, like there's some taking like flasks of water and whatever. There's a ye old fantasy water cooler that someone's ripped off the wall and is like trying to spray onto some of the burning furniture. And you see just numerous individuals in suits and business garb come running down the stairs, dwarves, all of them. Fire! Fire! Fire's on the second and third floors as well! Fire!
And where is Strigamol?
Everyone freezes temporarily. A man on fire stops and says, "Ye gads! The president!"
Yeah, the president. My God, boys, we need to figure out where Strigamol is.
The crowd parts, and you see a large individual, dwarven, partially something else as well, leading the charge as a man in a pinstripe suit follows him closely behind, flanked by 2 security officers. "Mr. Strigamol! Huzzah!" The man who's on fire says, "Huzzah!" and then is burned alive.
Sorry.
The panic immediately resumes. People start screaming again, running for the doors as Buntar and his security team lead him towards the exit.
Glimki joins the detail, if possible.
Insanity. You follow.
I remember I smell really good.
That's true. How long does that last? An hour or a minute?
1 hour.
1 hour?
You do smell
Wow.
good. Okay, you smell good. You start following along. Give me a performance roll with advantage.
Yeah, buddy. Come on now. Wow, you're not going to believe this. 12.
Well,
we're rolling right in the middle.
Unbelievable.
You start following along. You catch some weird looks as this dwarven individual with like just bits of latex hanging off of their face and a tiny nose centered in it all, wearing a hat and a big gray beard, very slender for a dwarf, starts following along, but no one immediately questions it. There's a little bit too much chaos for anyone to really scrutinize in this moment. And you are led into the courtyard where a carriage pulls up, piloted by a dwarf in a Korak uniform, and a couple more dwarves in matching security uniforms step out. They open the door and say, "Mr. Strigamol, please step inside. We are going to escort you to a safe location."
Oh, Mr. Strigamol, hold on just a moment.
He pauses and turns to look at you. Pinstripe suit. I really want everyone to know he's wearing a pinstripe suit, apparently. He pauses, turns to look at you, raises an eyebrow expectantly. "Yes."
Buntar, I know you don't know who I am, but I have reason to believe that this is a targeted attack on you. They have somehow understood your movements and whereabouts and planned a very sophisticated and targeted effort to take your life. And I know I am just some weird-looking man, but you have to trust me, and I feel like they may have infiltrated your security team, so I don't know if you can trust this carriage.
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
It's so good.
Yeah, buddy, 22.
And what do you suggest?
I think, according to your security detail, there is a Plan B safe house, correct? I think we go there on foot. We don't know this thing could be trapped.
The large individual says, "No, hold on, sir. It'll be much faster to take you via carriage." "No, he is right. Until we have a better understanding, we will walk. Open the gate." And the gates swing open, and you begin to move. He turns to look at you and says, "What is your name?"
Buntar, my name is Geronimo T. Gates. I was tasked to come here for a security audit, and it just so happened, lucky for all of us, that I'm here on the day of this attack. I do have a question for you, though.
"Yes, and what might that be?"
What if it's a distraction, Buntar? I have understanding that you have something significant tucked away in your office.
"Some documents, yes."
Well, if you let me run back into that fire, I can secure those documents and meet you at the safe house.
Oh, you genius.
I'm going to need a persuasion roll with advantage.
Hell yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a DC 25.
Damn it.
Can you do it?
23.
Ah.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, that hurts.
He looks at you and says, no, that is okay. The safe is very secure. I don't think even a bull could rip it out of the wall. And should they try, they'll be met with a most unfortunate surprise. Trust me, the security is top of the notch. And he looks at the rest of his agents around him. At least the architectural security. We will have a full analysis of what happened here today. We've already fired the head of security, which I'm glad for. His replacement will be chosen soon, and they will have very small shoes to fill, evidently. Come with me, Geronimo.
Of
You're
course.
on my team.
Of course, sir.
The large man leads the security detail like just a wedge, pushing people out of the way, clearing a path. The dwarves surround Buntar Strigamol, and you begin to make your way down that main promenade. And as you do, we will cut back to Faunalyn, looking very worried and scared in the stairwell. You run down the stairs, and you catch up with a heavyset dwarven man, the vice president of Southern Hemicircle Partnerships, Domhnall Schwarken. He's kind of panting heavily. And he says, oh, hello. How did things go with Vice President Fringa?
I do not stop. As I'm running, I kind of bump into him. I just knock him over and keep running. Hate this guy.
He's a husband child.
He rolls a 14 on his dexterity saving throw. Does not tumble down the stairs and die. But just, and continues his way down. Hope to see you soon. And you are gone.
I'm only looking for Buntar. I only have a minute to make this happen. I'm hoping I can catch him.
You run out into the lobby. You see it is aflame. There are people screaming still, but a lot of the people have managed to get out into the courtyard. You see they're congregating, and you look through the crowd, and you see Buntar in his suit, surrounded by his large head of security, or not head of security, but the large security guard, several other dwarves, and your dear friend Glimki Treefellow.
Oh joy. I don't know what Glimki's been up to. I just know what I need to do. So I'm going to pretend to be running to safety. And as I run past Buntar, I am going to orchestrate some catastrophic fall, bump into someone and rebound and just eat shit on the floor right in front of Buntar and go oh goodness. It's so traumatic.
Give me a performance roll.
Awesome. Oh, okay. That's going to be a 15.
With a 15, you do not take any damage from throwing yourself on the ground. You manage to do a very convincing pratfall. However, Buntar and his security team do not stop, and you will take 4 bludgeoning damage as a dozen dwarves step on you and keep moving.
Awesome. I grab Buntar's pant leg and I yank.
Okay.
Pants him.
Okay, I'm going to have a contested athletics check for this as you try and grab on.
I'm so athletic, guys. Don't even worry. That's going to be an 11.
He gets a 10.
You're kidding me?
You just grab on, and he tries to kick you off, and you hold on, and you are now being dragged down the street, and he stops and looks at his security guard and says, see, this is what I'm talking about. Why is this allowed to happen?
Please, sir. Oh, please, sir.
Geronimo, take care of this.
Yeah, Glimki steps in and grabs Faunalyn by the wrist to pull your hand off his pant leg. And in some kind of... we don't really have a code for this, but Glimki will pull your hand off and say, the hysterics have to stop. Whatever you're after, let me know now. Because I assure you it won't be found here.
Oh, who are you? It's something about... I think something about you rings a bell. Yes, the bell is ringing, and I squeeze his hand. I squeeze his hand, and I squeeze it 3 times. We've met maybe once, maybe up to 3 times we might have met. I'm so sorry, the smoke inhalation, I feel hysterical, but no, yes, it's 3.
We need to move! Geronimo! Get rid of her!
3 ringing bells. The hysterics are taking over. Release Buntar here. We must get him to safety.
Faunalyn starts muttering to herself like a crazy person. She's like, "Oh, yes, the metals, yes. Oh, the metals. Oh, yes. Gold is my favorite, but there are others." And she's just like, she's acting like she's fully had a psychotic break, and she's gonna get up and start like wandering around, just dazed and confused, and like grabbing people and being like, "Do I know you? Do I know you?"
Give me a performance roll, and I'm going to have Buntar roll insight with disadvantage, kind of overseeing that exchange, but only half paying attention to it.
I got a 9.
Lucky for you, he got a 6.
You got a 6?
Oh,
Sheesh!
6.
Wow.
He sees you are pulled away, and that's good enough for him, and he starts moving through the crowd away down the street, and you watch as they run off.
Glimki lets go of Faunalyn and runs after him.
Yeah, you keep up, and you watch as Glimki, along with the dwarven security detail of Buntar Strigamol, enters into the Green Sapphire.
Oh, is that where we stayed?
Yeah, the first
That is
night.
where you spent that one night.
Oh, shit.
Doctor, quickly! It's my son. I think he's caught a plague. Gothica Plague Worlds is a dark fantasy 5e compatible TTRPG coming to Kickstarter in November. Wander the cobbles of gas-lamp lit streets inspired by the Victorian era, choosing from many new subclass archetypes or even one of the brand new classes. Gothica Plague Worlds is a complete package with new mechanics, storylines, and a diseased world ready for your next campaign.
Your boy should be fine. You, however, do not look so good. Let me take a closer look.
No, don't come any closer. It's too late for me, Doctor. Bolt your door, and do not open it. Goodbye, boy. Gothica Plague Worlds is now live on Kickstarter.
We are going to cut to Clay.
That was so smooth, you guys. I loved it.
That was crazy. Jordan, you're on fire.
Yeah,
Literally.
that was awesome.
My heart is pounding.
This slow clap is one of my favorite Bard Soup moments ever.
So good.
And then you rolled so well.
so
You got away with
good.
it all.
Yeah, he fell for it. That was awesome. Clay's gonna get herself killed.
The exchange
though,
of
trying
the
to break
dust for the perfume was the perfect thing.
Yeah, that worked out really well.
God, we almost had it with the 25.
Yeah.
God. I rolled a 19 on the die.
I was wondering. I didn't
so
know
close.
what your persuasion was. I was like, is that even possible?
No, just out of range.
If ever we needed a nat 20.
Nat 20 would have done it.
Okay, so yeah, Clay, you are in the office. There is sounds of people moving through the building still. It seems like some people are now going through and trying to put out the flames, but you don't know how long it'll be till somebody comes to check the office. But for the time being, it is yours.
Okay, this safe. Is there a way to inactivate the vent trap around it?
Yeah, you take a look at it, and they're fairly small vents, but you look at it, and potentially you could find a way to plug it effectively, or potentially you could use your thieves' tools to try and deactivate the mechanism by which it operates.
I'll just plug the holes, maybe.
Okay, with what?
I think Clay would have like modeling clay or something on her in her art supplies.
Sure.
I'll just like shove that in plasticine.
We'll say you take some modeling clay that you've acquired, and you manage to plug up the holes. You don't know if it's like a perfect fit. It's possible that, it's not airtight, but you think it'll probably reduce the flow of gas should any gas attempt to emit.
Okay. And are there any seams where I can like detach this thing from the wall?
You give me an investigation roll.
That's not good. Oh, that's really not good. I rolled a 2, and with a -1 investigation, that's a 1.
Oh dear.
You start looking around for seams or other, way of prying this thing out. From what you can tell, it is seamless, just like built into the wall.
It's above a fireplace.
Yes.
Where does is it connected to like a chimney then behind the safe? Like, how would that work if it's above a fire?
Tremendous question. You look down at the fireplace and you see it is burning but emitting no smoke. And you determine it is likely a magical fire. Something akin to an ever-burning torch.
Dang, I don't have any ideas. I just really wanted to get the safe out of here. Cool. There are windows in this room.
There are windows, yep.
Okay. And do I hear sounds of people approaching or anything yet?
Give me a perception roll with disadvantage.
Okay. With disadvantage?
Yeah, unless you want to open the door. I'd say if you want to like just listen through, it seems to be a thick wooden door, hard to hear through.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either roll with disadvantage and not expose yourself, or open the door, make it easier. But if anyone's out there, they might see you.
Okay, just listening while I'm like investigating the safe. Then I rolled a 6.
A 6.
Mm-hmm.
You put your head up to the door, your ear up to the door. You listen. You can't hear anyone.
Okay, good enough for me.
You don't know if that's you don't know if that's because there's no one there or you're just not hearing them.
Okay, I run back to the wall with the safe. So the safe is made out of a weird like glass material. You said there's like a panel?
Yeah, it like appears to be just like this weird like dark reflective panel.
Okay. And then beyond the edges of that is just stone?
Yeah.
Okay, do I think I could like break the stone part?
If you had the right tools and enough time, potentially. But we're talking like sledgehammer.
Yeah, my mace.
Metal spikes.
What's the AC on the stone wall?
With a mace, I'm going to say very hard to do. I'm not going to say you can't, but like hard to do.
Okay. Clay's gonna rummage through her bag for anything that she thinks can help, and like she finds the mysterious potion that she got from Tildy, and she suddenly remembers Jacques and his gigantic claws and how he could rip through the ground and claw through dirt and stone. And she's gonna remember that Tildy said this is the same potion that made Jacques strong. She's gonna down the potion.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's got a muddy flavor to it.
Does this have a beyond you state?
It's thick. You choke on it for a second. You choke it down. It's like drinking a pudding cup mixed with a little bit too much water to make it a comfortable texture. And you feel your body begin to change.
Oh yeah.
The walls stretch and elongate. The safe seems to double in distance away from you.
Uh-oh.
As Tildy the Witch tried her best to replicate the potion that made Jacques big and strong, but in doing so, created a potion of diminution. For the next hour,
Tildy!
your size is halved in all dimensions. Your weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal. You are no longer medium, you are small.
Okay.
You have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And your mace in your hand, which you were swinging up to bash at the wall, shrinks down to match your new size.
Awesome. This is great. Beautiful.
That's so funny.
Shit. No!
Okay.
Oh no.
Clay is now Glimki sized, I guess.
Wow. So pretty big, actually.
Yeah. Tall for a gnome, I guess. Too small to climb through the vents, too small to do anything. Man, and there's no chimney.
Oh man. Oh man.
I believe there is a chimney,
Tildy,
but there's a
how
fire,
can
right?
you- It's a fake It's a fake fire.
Dang it.
Yeah.
So it's not even hot, right? It's not hot. Is it hot?
It is hot, but it's just not actually burning anything. It doesn't require a fuel source.
You don't have any spells for this, eh?
Yeah, I don't. I didn't
Oh
prepare
man. Okay.
anything. Let me see. Let's see. Anything I could possibly use here. Yeah, no.
Oh no, I promised Lady Faunalyn I could get the safe out of here. And now I'm tiny.
I guess I just have to abandon the safe here. Okay, I'll make my way back to the door and peek around the door into the hallway.
Yeah, you peek. I'm going to say you hear sounds of people approaching from downstairs. You hear multiple sets of footsteps running up the stairs. Wembley said there was fire in Mr. Strigamore's office as well, or Mr. Strigamore's chambers as well. We must investigate those and also the office to ensure that there's no further damage to the upper floors.
Okay. Clay's going to take a cloak and, like, put it around her head to hide her horns, and then go out and pretend to be a dwarf also.
Amazing. You run out as a group of dwarves run up the stairs and spot you.
Okay.
I think the fire started in Mr. Strigamore's room. I was just doing some housekeeping for him, and it looked like his kitchen caught on fire.
Man. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. On one hand,
back there.
name's Strigamore, not Strigamore. Second off, you're tiny, but you still look like yourself, so you're like a little cow person.
Oh, I'm a dwarf. Half dwarf, half tiefling.
So you like pull the cloak over your face, so just your eyes are sticking out.
Yeah.
Just these yellow gleaming eyes coming out of this cloak with these like parts that are like clearly stretching.
Those are my
up.
braids. Excuse you.
I'm gonna say make a persuasion roll or persuasion or deception with disadvantage.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh no.
I don't know. Disadvantage? Okay. 12.
Unfortunately, I rolled a 19 inside roll. And they say, thank you. And then one says, wait a minute. His name's not Strigamarole. And they all turn to look at you in unison.
I dash down the stairs.
Get her! And they give chase down the stairs.
Okay, I throw off my cloak behind me to distract them, and then I make my cloak of many fashions. It's just the symbol that we came up with for the Edda gang on the cloak.
Oh, hell
And it
yeah.
it just says, save Edigan, fuck you, Mr. Strigamarole.
You still say Mr.
Yeah.
So very respectful. You start running and you see that even though you are smaller, your speed is not reduced. And you are able to outpace them. And you just are sprinting down the stairs and they're trying to keep up, but you're just putting distance between you and them. And if you were like, stop her! But people are busy with the fires. You dance around some dwarves. You manage to jump over a couple, sprint out the lobby into the courtyard. One's like, close the gate! And it begins to slam shut.
Shit.
But not before you dive out of the way. Tumbling to the ground, picking yourself up, dusting yourself off. And you are out.
Oh. Okay.
You see Faunalyn muttering, metals, precious metals, yes, yes, yes. Maybe like 15 feet away.
Okay, I run up to her, and I come up to her like waist or something now.
You do.
I like tug on her.
Lady Faunalyn.
Do I know you?
Faunalyn, a dwarf, starts pulling
What?
at your gum.
Ooh, do I know you? Metals, ring.
It's me, Lady Faunalyn.
Oh, did you get it?
No, it was too hard to get out of the wall, so I drank. Do you remember Tildy?
Of course.
I drank the Jackie's potion, but it made me small.
Damn it, Tildy. I really thought she was, like secretly really good at her job, but I guess she was bad all the way down. Okay.
I wanted to be big like Jackie's.
Maybe next time. Is the office empty?
There were dwarves going into it. to check it out when I left.
I want to try one last thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go back upstairs. I'm going to take advantage of chaos where I can. I know the way. I avoid being seen when I can. I want to try to make it back upstairs.
Okay. Clay, are you staying behind or are you going with?
I guess I'm going to ask Faunalyn if she saw Glimki and what happened there.
Oh, Glimki seems to have infiltrated the posse and they've gone to the Green Sapphire. I still think my assassination plan might be a go, just in a hotel room instead of his room. But they're over there. We need to pretend we don't know Glimki.
Okay. I don't think I can go back into the building because they kind of saw me and they slammed the gate shut, so...
Oh, you need to get out of here then, like ASAP.
Yeah. I also feel much weaker than I usually do.
Here, and I pull Clay around a corner and I take off my own wig and I shake all its contents like down the front of my dress so that I don't lose any of my treasures. And I tie my wig using the two long curling tendrils that usually like sort of frame my neck in décolletage. And I use it to tie it behind Clay's ears. And I like rip an adornment, a ruff off of my skirt, and I kind of wrap it around Clay's head so that it looks like Clay has like some kind of very silly hat on. But Clay is now red, but has a beard and a hat.
Okay. I'm going to turn my cloak, turn off the eco-terrorist message, and back into a regular dwarf-looking cloak, dwarven design.
Amazing. Yeah, you do so. And you see some guards like peering through the crowd, but you slip out unobserved, having changed your appearance enough. Faunalyn, the gate back inside is closed, but how you wish to proceed is up to you.
It's still pretty chaotic inside, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to walk 20 feet to the side and go slither forth magic rope and lasso it to the top of the fence and just try to launch myself over it.
I'm going to give you a choice. Similar to last time, there is a spikes at the top, which provide a feasible point for your rope to affix itself to. Otherwise, it'd be difficult given it's like a stone wall. You can attempt to do so carefully, which will prevent you from taking any damage from the spikes, but will increase the likelihood that you are seen, or you can do it fast.
Nope, I'm in a rush.
Okay. Then give me we'll say an acrobatics roll.
Oh, okay. That's going to be an 18.
You pull on the rope and start running up the wall, and you sort of just, almost like you're going to do a backflip, you just like spring off of the wall at the same time that you tug on the rope, and you just propel yourself through the air as the rope swings you over, and then you release it as you're falling down the other side. And the rope comes free, and you avoid the spikes. And you look around. No one seems to have noticed you. The gate is slowly reopening as several guards are like, well, now you got to open the gate. We're trying to, what are you doing? Come on, open. You saw she got out. So now you got to open. Come on, guys. We really got to talk about security here. And you are back inside.
I just hot-foot it back up to his office. Again, taking advantage of chaos as much as I can.
Okay. I'm going to say, as you run up the last set of stairs, you see some people, mostly like staff now, security staff or other personnel who are working to put out the fires. A lot of them are contained. It seems like things are dying down. They've got it under control for the most part, as much as fires raging in your office building can be. But you run past all them, get to the 6th floor, and you hear just a commotion coming from Buntar's personal chambers as smoke is billowing out.
Nice one.
But you hear the sound of people saying like, stamp it out, stamp it out. Oh, geez, how do you leave a stove on when it's fire and sticks? And you have a window to get back into the office.
I get back into the office and I don't plan on staying. All I want to do is open a drawer or, grab, see the papers on his desk. I just need a sample of this man's writing. Something with his signature at the bottom. And that is all I need. I'm just going to grab that. If I see anything that looks interesting, important to our cause, I don't think I can do anything about the safe, but I just want a piece of paper with this man's signature and writing on it. And if I see anything that looks relevant, I'll grab that too.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, that's not very good. That's a 7.
7. Okay. Pity. With a 7, hey man, I want to give you something, but with a 7, I just can't do it. With a 7, you basically just grab the first document you see. It bears his signature, and that's good enough for you. I would say if you wish to take more time to see if there's anything interesting beyond that, like anything in the drawers or any like more paperwork that might bear relevance, you can do so, but it will increase the likelihood that somebody comes to investigate the office.
Okay, well, how about this? I close the office door and lock it.
You don't have a key.
I close the office door and I push a bookcase down in front of it.
You put a bookcase down in front of it.
I push a bookcase over, or I do something. I move a chair, something heavy.
Sure.
That'll buy me a little bit of time.
Okay. I am going to roll a percentile die. There is a 25% chance that somebody comes while you're investigating. So from a 1 to 25, someone will attempt to enter the office in the next several minutes.
Awesome.
That is a 46. You may make another investigation check if you would like.
Fun.
And if you don't like, then that's crazy that you stuck around then.
That's a 12 that time.
12. I will say, with a 12, you take another second, just start reading through the papers as quickly as possible, and one sticks out to you. You're not taking time to read them in detail, but it catches your eye because you see it as a bill of sale from the Korak Mining Company to the Mouthworth family.
Holy! Oh, the plot! Somebody! His plot just got... Oh my
Another
god!
lead for the princess.
Bill of... What was sold? What's the bill for?
You see that the Mouthworths purchased various fine metals and gems, some of the nicer, fancier offerings that the Korak Mining Company pulls from Terrier Mine, and had them shipped not to their nation of Onos, but to a villa on the island of Bogatir.
Which one's Bogatir?
What the hell is going on?
That's where my brother is.
Oh!
And we will cut to Glimki. You reach the hotel, step into the lobby, and a dwarf, a familiar-looking dwarf working at the desk, sleepily looks up and says,
Good evening. Oh, good evening, Mr. Strigamore. Will you be staying with us tonight?
"Yes, prepare the executive suite."
Of course, Mr. Strigamore, of course. There are some guests there, but we shall have them summarily removed.
Just give us a bit of time. Perhaps you would like a drink from the bar or some food from the restaurant in the meantime. No, I will go in now, and they can leave now.
Very, very good, Mr. Strigamore.
Walk this way, and he does a silly walk that everyone else emulates. And Glimki, do you do the silly walk?
Yeah.
Nice, good. They would have known. They would have known if you didn't do the silly walk. And you walk up several flights of stairs through this garish hotel until you reach the penthouse suite, the executive suite, and the hotel staff knock on the door, and a dwarven man in a bathrobe opens it and says,
What's the meaning of this? I was in the middle of my bath. I'm sorry, sir, but you must depart immediately. The hotel, Mr. Strigamore.
Say no more, Mr. Strigamore. Here. And he hands Mr. Strigamore the robe, and the dwarf runs out of the hotel buck naked, and you are brought into the executive suite. It's bad. It's gross and bad. It is it is a Holiday Inn.
Mm-hmm.
In the world of fantasy hotels, this is a Holiday Inn, which by fantasy standards, pretty nice, but by any other standard, pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Okay, give me a lay of the land. Is this the executive suite? Is this like one of those things where it's got like an attached living room to a bedroom?
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, there's a balcony. There is a jacuzzi tub.
Glimki's doing several things here. Once he gets in the room, lay of the land, I want to know what the layout is. So yeah, living room, balcony, bedroom. But then the next thing that I think Glimki would do is really try to string together using Faunalyn's ramblings and using that to like try to narrow in on something on Strigamol's person that matches to rings a bell, 3 medals. Those are the clues that I got. Don't.
Yeah. I'm going to say he got an inside roll because of the 3 medals thing. That's where I felt we crossed a line, but he didn't pick up on it. And I'm going to say with the information, she took the risk of conveying that information a little more directly. You glance at his one hand and you see he's got this dark metal ring on it. Appears to be a dark metal. And you look at the other hand and see that there are 3 plain metal rings, copper, silver, and gold.
Glimki looks to the other security guards like, how's everybody set up in here?
They are fanning out. A few stayed out at the entryway, are manning the door. The larger man is kind of doing a sweep, checking around. A few position themselves on the balcony and are looking out with spy glasses. We'll say all in all, there's a dozen dwarves plus Strigamol.
Oh, God. Okay, so Glimki is going to take a very deep breath to calm his racing heart. He's going to look at Buntar and say, Mr. Strigamol, a word. And he's going to kind of step through the, I imagine, like sliding French-style doors, like between the bedroom and the living room.
Yeah, 100%. Buntar is like looking at the bed and it's unmade. He says, what is this? You own a hotel and you think they're going to treat it nice, but what is this? I get here, the executive suite, the bedroom's not even made?
Yes, it's a mess. I'm afraid there's more of a mess to deal with. Glimki tries to discreetly kind of like close the doors gently, like peeking out at the other guards. He's hamming up a little to like show Buntar that he's looking for a threat. Buntar, permission to be candid.
Permission granted. Thank you for asking.
Am I right to assume that in the latest few weeks, if not months, there has been an increased activity in what you may describe as terrorist activity?
No. Honestly, no. I got a report a couple weeks ago that guy in a bar was saying we ought to do something. Sent some people to look into it. Sounded like it was a guy and maybe a couple of his friends. So didn't seem like a big deal.
Okay,
Well, you see, looked into it a little further, and my chief of security, Wuskar Ruggin, he apparently discovered a plot by an employee to procure several kegs of blasting powder and then give it to these individuals for personal gain. And we caught wind of the plot in advance, you see. But if it were up to me, which it should have been, Wuskar did not tell me, I would have had that man caught and imprisoned. But he wanted to use him as bait, you see, to catch these individuals. So they set a trap. But the problem is that the individuals got away with most of the blasting powder. We caught the guy who sold it, but they got the powder. So yeah, I guess there's been an uptick in the sense that we've been from 0 incidents to a few disgruntled people now have several kilograms worth of explosives that could do extensive damage to our facilities if used in the wrong way.
Right. I mean, it's interesting that you mentioned this kind of inside element of your head of security. What I was concerned about is exactly that. It's a little convenient that these people somehow, from whispers of an uprising, now a full-on fire attack at your headquarters.
I suppose there's also that. Do you think that was terrorism?
It seems a little too convenient for
I
it.
assume that was just like faulty wires.
No, it seems like a coordinated attack. I hate to say it, but I feel like there's probably more people on the inside. I mean, your head of security? Who's not to say that some of these people aren't in on it? Glimki would like to use minor illusion. He's going to come close to Buntar and be like, just take a listen. And he's going to create a whisper of some chattering just beyond the door of a guard being like,
That's so good.
well, we'll wait till he's asleep and then we'll take it.
Okay, this is a big swing. I'm going to need a sleight of hand as you attempt to channel this spell without him noticing.
Okay. That's not great. It's only an 11.
Oh, no.
He gets a 12 on his perception.
Oh,
God damn it. No, why?
He looks at you fidgeting, trying to like channel the spell, and grabs your hands and says, "Stop fidgeting. It's unbecoming of my new chief of security. Thank you, Geronimo. You have been honest with me in a way that your predecessor was not. It is time to take decisive action. We need to flush these rats out and kill them all. Can I trust you to do this?
I swear on my life.
He stabs you with a pin with the Korok logo on it.
You scamp.
Welcome aboard, Geronimo.
Pleasure to be here. I'll never sleep again.
That's the spirit. What's up with your nose? It's very small.
Oh, yes, was a disguise. It's a long story. I was here doing an audit to test your security team, and to be quite frank, they failed horribly.
That does not surprise me.
In fact, I found one of your employees filled almost every pocket with black leaf.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, we really got to get a handle on this situation.
We need to be tough on crime, you're right. Okay, first order of business. I need you to vet the security team, make sure that there are no more intruders or untrustworthies. Second, I need you to go to the governor's house, and we need to secure a proclamation that gives Korok security a little more leeway to get, shall we say, tough on crime.
Yes, of course. I was going to suggest the same thing.
Perfect. You'll find she is very amenable to my requests. It should not be a problem.
Again, there's one thing that I'm worried about. These men just outside, and Glimki's going to go up to the door and close it all the way this time. I don't know if we can trust any of them yet. I know I need to vet them first, but it's the trouble you see with what's in the safe.
What about the safe?
I don't know. I've heard whispers. They're after it.
These terrorists.
Who else?
Well, probably lots of people. I don't know.
Sorry, so lots of people?
I got important stuff in there.
Exactly. And I wouldn't put past one of these low-life scumbag rats to make a move on. And let's be honest, it's not so secret, those rings of yours.
He runs his fingers over them, and is twisting them slowly.
Mr. Strigamol, I've been here a day, and even if I can spot the keys to a safe, you don't think these guys can?
He takes the silver ring off of his finger and hands it to you. Divide and conquer. You hold on to this, and I shall entrust one to a close confidant, and I shall keep one for myself.
How's your relationship with the governor?
We own her.
Could she be trusted with a ring?
Yes.
Give me another one. I'll take it directly to her.
Give me a persuasion roll.
With advantage? I'm smelling pretty good.
With advantage.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
Glimki with that perfume is lethal.
You're fully a spy.
Yeah, seriously.
Crazy to watch.
Okay, 18.
It is too risky if we're going to start taking security seriously. And Geronimo, frankly, I'm a little disappointed in you. It's not what I expect from my new chief of security. If you think that I can give you 2 rings, what happens if somebody stabs you or kills you? Then they've got 2 of the rings.
Blintar, that's the beauty of it. The only people that know that I'm the chief of security are you and me. If there's any time to take a risk, it's right now. I'd be so bold to ask for all of them.
No, absolutely not. You take this ring to the governor, the one you have. I'll tell you what, you take the ring you've got to the governor, and then next time you come here, when you come back, I'll give you the other one. And then that's safer.
This isn't your first rodeo, I can tell.
Of course not. You don't get to the top of the pyramid without being pretty damn good at this shit.
Glimki takes the ring, he closes his fingers around it, and he turns and hurriedly walks to the door, but then stops and says, well, wait, sir. If I leave with the ring and leave you here with all of these guards, who's not to say they'll make a move on you right now?
You watch as his hand drifts to his other hand. He starts caressing the dark ring on his other hand. Starts spinning it slowly. Do not worry about that. Wembley will keep me safe. I am unworried about that.
Okay. Is there any way... Is it just the pin that would be enough for the governor to know that they can trust me?
No, maybe not. I hope not. Gods, I hope not. I hope security's not that shoddy. And he opens the bed, pulls out the drawer from the bedside table, pulls out a Gideon Bible, rips out a page, and just scribbles some instructions on the back and signs it. There you go. That should do it.
Okay, perfect. And you stay right here. I'll be right back.
I will not go anywhere.
Glimki turns to the door. He slides it open. He gives Buntar one more final nod and then tries to slip out of the hotel room.
Yeah. A few whisper, a few mutter. One guy's like, "Who's that?" "Don't you know? That's Geronimo. He's the new chief of security." And you step out into the hallway and down the stairs into the lobby.
Is there any possibility that we can do a retroactive check on how much I can get a look at all of the rings when we were in that discussion?
Yeah, for sure. I honestly say you look at the one you've got. The other two are pretty much look like exact matches, just in different metals. Probably used in like the same forge.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Glimki hurriedly walks down the hallway, down the stairs, through the lobby, and out into the streets before breathing again.
Amazing. You exhale. Where are you going?
Not the governor's house, that's for sure. To the artist's house.
Okay. Clay, is that where you're going?
I think Clay's probably like loitering outside of the inn waiting for Glimki because that's where Faunalyn said they were headed, but she's too scared to go in her disguise.
Perfect. Clay, give me a stealth roll.
Okay, that's the best I've rolled today, as in it's over 10. What is my stealth though? +0, so it's 11.
11. Glimki, what's your passive perception?
Pretty bad. 10.
Okay. Clay, you're in an alleyway beside the hotel, and you glance out and you see Glimki in his disguise step out into the street and let out a big exhale. He does not appear to have spotted you.
Okay. I take a look around to make sure no one's watching, and then I like catch up with him.
Give me a perception roll.
Oh, why am I rolling so poorly today? 12?
You glance out at the street. There is immediately been an increase in security. You can tell that much. Like, there are more guards. They're out. They are not like, knocking on doors, but like there's an immediately like, it seems like the nearby guards from like other buildings or from other streets were pulled into this area after news of the fire spread. And they seem to be mostly congregating down the street at the HQ, but you notice that there's more guards and likely to be more guards in the future. And you follow Glimki and catch up with him.
Glimki, it's me.
Oh, thank God.
Glimki, Clay is your height.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what the hell?
I see a red dwarf with a beard similar to yours.
You can explain later.
What happened?
I honestly, no, I don't even know, dude. But I got this, and I flashed the ring.
Oh my gosh, that's a key to the save.
Yeah, but I only got one of them, but I have a plan. We have to get back to the artist thing.
Okay, let's go. Faunalyn did head back into the building, but maybe she's done there.
Unfortunately, I feel like we're not gonna get this done tonight.
Okay, let's get back to the Speakeasy Artworks and maybe she'll meet us there.
Let's hope she can find her way out of all that trouble.
I believe in her. Now tell me what happened.
Oh, I put on that awesome smelling perfume and I am the new head of security.
I think the old head of security got fired because Callum's friends managed to get the blast powder.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? Something just occurred to me. If we can make a pit stop at Speakeasy Artworks and make a mold based on this ring, and I can get to the governor in a reasonable amount of time, perhaps we can still play off this whole security detail thing. So we should move quickly.
We'll give her a fake ring?
No, we'll give her the real one, but we're gonna make duplicates.
Okay, I think she could probably help with that.
Well, here's hoping.
The two of you make your way through the streets, avoiding guards wherever possible, eventually crossing over the painted bridge back into the artist's district of the city, and we cut over to Faunalyn.
Oh, this episode is crazy. I'm like overwhelmed.
I've never been so stressed.
Yeah, I'm up in literally. You're doing amazing though. Honestly,
Yeah.
You're both firing on all cylinders. I'm wildly impressed. Faunalyn is going to hang the painting back up over the safe. She is going to clear the doorway. And then Faunalyn's gonna break the lock on the window with the butt of her rapier.
Nice.
So that it can't lock, so that if she ever wants to try to stage a suicide, she can get in easy. And she slides open the window, and Faunalyn's gonna study it, look at it. She already looked at it. She got a sense of the best way down. And she thinks like, oh, if I could break a bit of stone there, then maybe I'd have a better step. She's going to use the magic rope, which I think initially was in Clay's inventory, but a few episodes ago, I just kind of yoinked it off you and have had it with me ever since. You can have it back.
That's okay. You seem to be making more use out of it.
She's going to say, magic ropes to the fourth. And she is going to, she doesn't want to be seen, obviously, but she's going to exit down the side of the building, paying attention to how she could get back up again.
Okay. Exit down the side of the building.
Why'd you say it like that? It's a pyramid, so she can affix the rope to something and then just slide down the side, Mission Impossible style, and then, take some falling damage.
Yeah. I'm going to say it is still light out. There is a chance you are spotted. I am going to need a stealth roll as you attempt to work your way down the building.
Does it even matter anymore?
Yeah.
I will pull up my hood, understanding that I might be spotted. I will pull up my hood. I got an 8.
So several people start muttering, and someone shouts, "There's someone on the roof!" Fuck. And you see a crowd, several guards run up, and people start pointing. You can't help but notice that a few run back inside the building.
Back inside the building? What? Okay, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm just gonna hit the ground. I'm just gonna do it. As I go down, I'm gonna say, "To my way! I want to die! I don't want to live anymore! I want to die! I'm killing myself! I'm dying on purpose!" And I guess I hit the ground and roll, and I lie there, and I'm like, "Am I dead? Did my suicide work?"
Could I get a acrobatics check as you hit the ground?
Thank you. That is actually a good roll. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Some quick maths. The building, 6 stories.
Yeah.
Each story more than 10 feet. I'd say it's like a big, big office building. Like the lobby is pretty ornate. Buntar's quarters are ornate.
But it's angled.
So I'm going to say roughly 60 feet of falling damage. 66 of falling damage are on the table. Reduced to 3 because of the angle and because you were partway down when you let the rope free. And because of your successful acrobatics check, we will have the damage. So you're going to take 3d6 halved.
Easy. You
take 14 damage, reduced to 7.
That's nothing. I'll jump again.
As you hit the ground and tumble, and several guards gather around you. Not another move!
Am I dead? Oh, I want to be dead. Did I die?
You going to wish you were dead?
Yes, that's the point. I tried to kill myself by jumping out the highest window I could find.
Oh. Well, you're going to wish you weren't dead, and then after that, you'll wish you were dead again.
What is this? And while they're talking, I'm standing up and dusting off my clothes. What is this? Ow. Oh, can I just make a break for it? Bonus action, disengage. Make a break for it.
I'm going to say you can make an acrobatics check with advantage, contested by their athletics, because there's a group of them. They'll also have advantage.
I rolled well. I got a 22.
I got a 17. Several hands grab at you, and you just manage to pull free. You kind of do another one of your little tumbles. You grab the rope. It starts to slither and coil around your shoulder. I think we need to emphasize, I've been a little loosey-goosey with this rope if it's been very lasso-like. It is 60 feet long. It can move 10 feet. It can move a foot a second. 2 feet a second.
What? No, but what if I throw the end? Lasso style. It's still a rope.
Yeah, no, it's still a rope. But if you slither forth it, it's supposed to just go shh.
Oh, I see. So you have to help it if you want it to go fast. Understood.
Yeah, but you watch as it starts to slowly coil around your shoulder as you run. It's trailing behind you for a second, but coils up, and you start running. The gate is open, and the guards are like, "Close the gate! Close the gate!" And the guard's like, No! I'm not doing it. I'm not. Open the gate, close the gate, open the gate. Enough is enough. It's a big fucking gate. I'm done. And they watch as you run out the courtyard, disappearing into the street.
No.
As I dodge them, I go like,
Not a company man.
"You can't be killed, bitch!" And then I run past them. Not even I can kill me. And then I keep running.
Where do you go?
I run some laps around the city. I hide in an alleyway for a bit. I make sure no one's following me. And after some time has passed and I'm confident I am not being followed, I pull up my hood again and I straighten my skirts and I stealth mode my way back to the Artist Guild.
You do that. As you lay low, maybe you find a bar to sit in, you chill for a while, waiting for things to die down. The streets are busy with guards. You manage to slip out, avoid them. It takes you some time. Night falls. But you make it back to Speakeasy Artworks. We're going to jump back in time slightly. Clay and Glimki, you get there first, but it is late evening by the time you arrive. And Bena has left, but she gave you a key, as you know. So you open up the door and step inside, maybe light a few lanterns.
Oh, we light lanterns, and I'll tell you exactly why. Glimki storms in, lights the lantern, illuminating a table in the room, and he slams down the silver ring. Then he starts rummaging through table drawers and cupboards, taking things off tables, but he's looking for candles and wax.
She was in the process of packing up when Clay first met her. She's decided to stick around for the time being, but a lot of her stuff is in crates, and you tear them open, and you go through stacks of clothing and dishware, some framed photos, or the oil painting equivalent, but you managed to cobble together the supplies that you were looking for.
I have more plasticine too.
Holy shit. This is crazy. Okay, so
I see where you're going. We're going to make duplicates of this ring.
we're going to grab a stein or something, and we're going to heat some of this wax up. And what we're going to do is we're going to make, I don't know the exact term, but it's essentially like a melt away mold. So we press the ring into the clay and plasticine to make a void. And then we're going to pour the melted wax into the void so that we can create duplicate wax versions of the ring.
Oh.
But does the material matter? Because they had...
Yeah, so we'll need material later.
Okay.
That's something that you and Faunalyn will find. This is Glimki now talking.
Okay.
Now as we make the wax duplicates using the clay and plasticine to create these wax versions of the ring, when Faunalyn gets here, you guys need to source the material for a silver. What are the three materials? Silver,
copper, and gold.
Gold. So we need a silver, copper, and gold version of this ring. I need to take this ring to the governor. My life depends on it.
Okay.
In the meantime, you have these molds. Try to recreate the rings. They all seem the same, at least at a glance, just different material.
Okay.
But if I can win over the governor in some way by proving my loyalty, delivering this ring, going back to Strigomol, I think I'll be able to get back to the save.
Okay, I like this. You're in his good books, so...
Somehow.
You gotta stay there.
Somehow,
so he
but
doesn't get on to you. Come on to you.
This perfume has worn out. Glimki smells like BO. He's been sweating more than anything any day in his life. And he's like, I think without the charm of this perfume, I hope he doesn't see through the facade, but I'm going to be a lot more safe now. I was being pretty dumb with the placement, but I think I had obviously this helped me get close. So we have the ring, but I have to go. I have to make sure this is done quickly. He'll be curious, I think, with how much time I'm away.
Okay, I'll get started on making the metal versions of the ring with this wax model.
Cool. Okay. Be safe.
Yeah, you too. You especially.
And Glimki will run down the hallway and stop at the doorway and put a fist in the air and be like, "Out of gang!" And then run out into the night.
Yeah.
Amazing. You run out. Faunalyn, you get back to the artworks as Clay is working on this project. Yeah. So sorry, let me just clarify. You've made the mold, obviously, like the inverted mold, the negative space mold, right?
So how this would work in actual practice is now you have the wax exact duplicate. The actual, it's not an inverted, it's an exact duplicate. You would then press that wax into sand, and then you would pour the molting metal into the sand, and it'll melt the wax, replacing it with metal. It's like an inverted mold. I don't know how it's like a melt away mold. Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Why Glimki knows this, I'll explain it later.
He's done some traveling. He's got a few months of undocumented backstory that we never got into.
Stay tuned for the flashback.
I think Clay could learn how to do this. It's adjacent to like
Totally.
So Clay, you are there. You've got these wax rings, and Faunalyn, you get back. Door is locked, presumably.
Jay, Glimki, please let me in.
I open the little slot. Go
Password.
Oh shit, I wasn't listening. Every time you talk to that artist lady, I just stop listening. Oh my god, she's like your friend, you know what I mean? Oh, is it please?
Just kidding, Lady Faunalyn. Come on in.
Oh thank god. Oh, good one, Claire.
I opened the door. I was like standing on a stool to see into the eye slit.
Oh, you're still little. Is this a permanent condition?
Oh, it's been an hour by now, right? Am I normal again?
Yeah, we'll say you suddenly, your limbs start to stretch, and you once again tower over Faunalyn, and you watch as Clay snaps back into their original size in front of you.
I'm so sorry to do this yet again. I bring this up every time this comes up. I know that Faunalyn exudes short queen energy. I know that she has the spiritual presence of like a yappy chihuahua, but Faunalyn is canonically tall, okay? She's like pushing 6 feet. She's a lanky ass elf. She's noodly, but she's tall.
Fair play.
I'm so sorry.
In my mind, it's more of a Clay being freakishly tall than Faunalyn being
I always
notably
imagine
short.
them the same height,
all right.
but Clay has horns, which adds like an extra.
I imagine them,
chunk.
yeah.
All right, fine. Let me take it again.
Faunalyn has a wig, which adds an extra.
We're the
so
same height.
they're really just both scraping the ceiling. Yeah.
Fine. Clay begins to stretch. Their horns elongate, their body stretches, and their horns come up to their exact height of Faunalyn's wig.
Which she's not wearing
the two of you
anymore
look-
because she gave to me as a beard.
The potion wears off and you're tall again.
Thank you. Oh, I feel much better.
Faunalyn gets in and Faunalyn starts like catching Clay up with what she saw and everything, like what she knows about Glimki and the documents that she got. And while she's doing that, she starts off just doing some simple like getting her life back together tasks. So she takes her wig back from Clay and she neatens it again, and she changes her clothes, and she, straightens up. But then she starts, while she's still talking to Clay, she lays out on the table all of the documents that she got and her forgery kit, and she starts forging. She doesn't know what the best thing to forge yet is. So she forges anything she can think of in his writing. Like, we're talking, she writes a love letter to somebody and she leaves it unaddressed and she signs it Buntar. And it's I know you're married and I know we can't be together and I know we would be ruined, but... And she finishes everything but who it's addressed to. And she writes to blank, your performance has been severely lacking. You are fired immediately. You will not receive any benefits or pay. And she makes like 15 of those. She makes a let us into the mines immediately. Like, these people are to be led into the mines immediately. Do not interfere with them. Signed Buntar. And she just cranks out. I will say those are what she works on to start.
I'll say that's like a shopping list.
Yes.
Each one will take a significant amount of time. Make sure you get, you're trying to emulate his writing. You want it to look good.
Of course. And his speech patterns and
Exactly,
everything.
Yeah. Make it not just a letter signed by him, but something more involved than that. So we'll say you make maybe a couple of those. Give me a couple of forgery rolls. Intelligence plus your proficiency modifier.
Which is a +3, I believe. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. So today was a long day. I rolled 3 because I specified 3 types of documents I wanted to forge. I rolled a 1, a 4, and a 6. So all of them are below a 10.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just starting to get the hang of it. I don't have his writing down yet.
You're starting to get the hang of it. You maybe sprained your wrist when you hit the ground at, double-digit miles an hour. But you work on that.
Is it 99 or 12? Who knows?
Who knows? Clay, what are you doing in this time?
I guess while we're catching each other up and she's making the forgeries of the documents, I'm going to be working on making duplicates of the ring, but in different metals.
Okay. I think you come to the conclusion that Baina lacks the metallurgic tools required for that endeavor. You specifically need a way to melt down that metal. It's got a very high melting point. You're going to need some sort of furnace or kiln or other type of space that is equipped to generate heat such as that.
Okay.
In episode 22 of Bard Soup, the special guest episode featuring Inkblade Publishing, I don't know if that was 22, but imagine if it was. Actually, Clay melted metal into a lock using burning hands.
Can I do that?
What say you about that, DM? Huh?
I'm going to say...
Please let me do that.
She said, please.
I'm going to say you can, to steal a phrase, you can certainly try.
What do I need to roll?
First off, where's your metal coming from? Are you starting with copper, silver, or gold?
I have coins. I'm just going to use up all my money on this.
Okay, perfect.
They come in the exact same metals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's how it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take 10 of that coin to make an attempt, and you need to generate enough heat with that attempt to do it. Otherwise, you're just going to have a mass of, it's not going to be fully melted or just going to have some fused together coins. Where are you attempting to do this?
Does Baina have a fireplace?
Sure.
Somewhere
Sure.
somewhere where there's already heat and ash and stuff, I guess.
Okay.
Well, I just checked my inventory. I don't know how accurate this is anymore. It says I have 34 gold and 1 silver.
Okay.
So I can only attempt to make the gold.
Okay. Perfect. So you take 10 gold coins and we'll say you find a pot, just a black iron pot, and you set it in the fire and you cast Burning Hands. Could I get a damage roll, please?
Damage? Just damage? Okay.
Yes, damage.
Where's my burning hand?
Come on. Believe.
I should use a bigger fire spell for this if it's based on damage. 3d6. That's a 10.
The coins start to glow a little bit in the pot. Not melted, maybe getting a little more malleable, but it's going to require significantly more than that.
Hmm.
And just to clap back slightly, that the lock was a magical mechanism designed for such a thing, designed to be melted by dragon fire, and it was aided by a dirt wizard shoving clumps of mud into the lock at the same time to force it open. So again, I will tell you, this is possible, but it's going to take more than 10 fire damage to do so.
That's fair, I guess. I just thought it'd be cool if she could melt metal.
Hey, if you want to cast more spells, it might be possible.
No, I'll just work on maybe making a copy of the wax ring in a more sturdy material just in case. So I have another model to work with. Yeah. Also, does she see the Malphurs document that Faunalyn has?
Oh, yeah. I explained to Clay everything that I saw. We're just gabbing. Faunalyn is giving the most thorough. She's doing crafts and she's also being and then I said, I'm kidding myself. And I didn't think they believed me, but I was very convincing. And she's Faunalyn gives them moment by moment, play by play of stuff Clay was there for too. She's and then you went invisible?
Can't believe you jumped off a building. That's really... Actually, no, I can't believe.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. Yep.
Seems like
I can think of immediately 4 things.
one of the first things that I've learned about you was that you like jumped from a building, I'm pretty sure.
I feel the circumstances always force me. Do you know, maybe it's because I grew up in the trees. I'm really not scared of heights.
That's good.
Yeah, it's really good that I keep throwing myself off buildings.
Same thing I said to Glimki. I guess as long as I'm there and you can avoid, endangering your life, it's all good. But yeah, so you found this connection between the Korak Mining Company and Malfirth? That's huge.
Yes, and he's on Bogatir, where my little brother is. So we can go have a family reunion and go beat up a prince. What if the princess is there on Bogatir?
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping maybe that's just where Malfirth is with the princess. I was really kind of worried that I had killed our last lead with the butcher. I don't regret, killing him. But what if he could have led us straight there? But now we don't need him because you found this clue.
Exactly. And you know what, Clay? Strategy has a place, but so does rage and so does justice. When I face down some of my enemies, I don't know that I'll act strategically, and I don't know that there will be anything wrong with that. It was horrifying when you ripped his mouth open. That was gross. But everything else, I stand behind you 100%.
Thank you.
So, Faunalyn pulls out her forgery kit. Part of a forgery kit is literally like wax that's made for making like models of things.
Wow.
And she'll just like hand over whatever she thinks will be useful to Clay while they're talking. Be like, oh, this is probably better than candle wax.
Oh, thank you.
And
This
yeah.
is awesome. It's like a craft session.
It's
like
really
a yap and craft session.
Yes! Oh my god! At some point, Faunalyn like pours out, like she like rifles through the cupboards and tries to find some wine, and she'll pour out whatever spirit she can find, and she'll pour 3 cups. She'll save one for Glimki, and she'll put down the forgery when she realizes that her hand hurts and she's not doing a good job today, and she gets back to work on the friendship bracelets that she's been making.
Aw. I'll wrap your wrist for you and like cast some healing spells.
Yes, please, thank you. I jumped off yet another building. That was actually one of the least painful buildings that I've jumped off of.
We are going to cut away to Glimki. You hurry through the streets, back over the bridge, into the dwarven district of the city. You've been instructed to go to the governor's manor. You don't really know where that is.
I'll figure it out. I'll ask some people.
Okay. Some civilians, by civilians, I mean like miners or like security types.
I know, I'll stop at a security type and be like, straight up, Strigomole, and I'll show him the letter. Like, I need to see the governor. Please point me in the right direction.
Are we defacing Bibles now?
It wasn't me, Strigomole. This is important. See? Signature right there.
Well, Mr. Strigomole defaced it, and he reaches into his pocket, pulls out a Bible, and starts ripping out pages. Very good, sir. He's just tearing it up. Yeah, so you're going to go past the main street, then down maybe 5 blocks, and a big mansion surrounded in barbed wire. Can't miss it.
That makes perfect sense. Thank you so much. Glimki will run off. When he's like out of eyesight, he wants to stop and clean himself up. Like, he wants to remove all the prosthetic. He's going to take off the extra stuff.
The beard?
No, we'll leave the beard, but like all the peeling away shit.
Sure. The fake nose.
And yeah.
Okay.
Everything that's like just like one of those hindrances.
So you look more presentable, still in disguise
Yeah.
for the time being. You might need a touch up in the morning, but for now it's good. You follow the instructions. Eventually you find this mansion. There are a few lights flickering from within, some lamps burning from within, but you see that surrounding the mansion is a wrought iron fence that has been crowned with barbed wire, and there are numerous Korak security individuals standing guard around it. And beyond this fence is a rather nice mansion. Like, it is perhaps the only building on this side of the river that does not fit in with the dwarven architecture. There's wood and there's soft angles, and there's some color, though it's peeling, and there's like a thick layer of ash on the roof, but otherwise it is a fairly nice estate.
Great. He takes a moment again to, I think, calm himself down. Like, I think at this moment, all of the hijinks is kind of catching up with him, and the anxiety is like almost grips him again. But he thinks about all the shit his friends were just going through, and the fires, and the people that are risking their lives, even the young Callum and his friends trying to get the black powder. Takes another breath, and then he's going to walk up to the guards and very proudly present himself as Geronimo. So he clears his throat. My name is Geronimo T. Gates. I am the new head of security for Mr. Buntar Strigamol. Here is a letter of authentication. You can see my badge here. I need to see the governor immediately.
They take the letter, reads over it, hands it back to you, and snaps to attention.
Eddie's.
Greetings, sir. The governor is inside. Would you like me to inform her of your arrival?
Please. And with haste, it's very important.
Follow me, sir. And the gates pushed open, and you are led into the estate and brought to the front door, and there's a big rope, and the guard pulls on it, and inside you hear a ding dong. It takes a couple minutes, but eventually you hear footsteps, and the door unlocks, and you have not seen this individual's face before because her statue was defaced, but you see a human woman with auburn hair that's rather thin, and she's wearing sort of a large shawl that's wrapped around her. She's got a few wrinkles around her eyes, pale skin, and she looks down at you and says, "Good evening. Why are you here?"
Evening, ma'am. No time to explain, but I believe that you and Mr. Buntar Strigamol are in danger. There has been an attack on the headquarters. This is for your safekeeping. And he extends his hand with the silver ring.
Give me a persuasion roll. Or deception.
17.
She takes the ring. Is this ring for my protection?
I was instructed under Buntar Strigamol's direction that it would be safe to split up the rings so no one can get access to the safe. That's all I'm privy to. So you have been trusted with this ring.
She takes it. Very well. Will that be all?
Glimki stomps his foot, salutes, and says, yes, I have to go back to my leader's side here and make sure that he's safe.
Very well. Good night.
Glimki, again, one more thing, ma'am.
She starts to close the door and then says, yes.
He comes up close to the doorway and says, there may be some people on the inside, so be careful who you trust.
I always am.
Okay, bye. And then he pitter-patters down the stairs.
Excellent. You run off back to the hotel?
Yep. I gotta keep up appearances now. God.
You got a new crew now.
My question is there anything specific you wish to accomplish upon returning to the hotel? It's getting late. I will say your perfume has worn off. You have been tasked with assembling a new security detail, or at least vetting the existing one.
Honestly, I think just like getting back and just following through on the plan. Just being like, okay, give me one of the rings. You keep one. And the governor has one.
He gives you the copper ring and then dismisses you. Perhaps you spend a few hours performing whatever kangaroo court job interviews you feel you're obligated to do in keeping with this new position you've been acquired. I don't know. Mm-hmm. The individual Wembley is big and he looks at you with perhaps a bit of distrust. The other guards answer your questions succinctly. Not that there's anything for you necessarily to be looking out for from a suspicion standpoint, but even if there were, they all seem like loyal company men. I think over the course of these interviews, you get the sense that if anyone's going to be a problem, it's Wembley. The rest seem happy to accept you as their new boss. You are in a position of authority, so I'll say if you wish to leave for the night at any point, you are within your rights to do so.
No, I think Glimki wants to make sure that he makes a good impression. So he's going to send off the guards in the room and be like, I'll take first watch. And he's going to put a chair in the corner to like be watching the door. And he's going to try to stay up.
Do the suicide plan.
I'm not privy to the suicide plan.
Independently come up with the suicide plan.
Give me a persuasion roll as you instruct the security detail to leave.
Not all of them, just like
okay.
the guys in the room. Just to be like, hey, like you can take a break. Like I'll take first watch, come back in the morning or whatever. Like take a break.
Sounds good. I will say, give me a persuasion roll for all the same for Wembley.
Okay, I got a 13 out of the die plus 4, 17.
He looks at you long and hard and says,
I'll be downstairs if you need me.
And Glimki nods and says, no further.
No further.
And he steps out. If you're attempting to stay up all night, can I get a Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm. Only a 10.
10 is what you needed.
Oh, yeah.
You resist gaining a level of exhaustion. You manage to stay up all night. You don't benefit from a long rest, but you don't worsen either. Perhaps at one point you step out onto that balcony. Things quiet down overnight in Onkeel. Never fully, but it seems some of the smithy operations or whatever's billowing out of the numerous complexes throughout the western side of the city, they slow down a bit. And with it, the air clears. You watch as the sun bursts into life, casting dawn on a new day in Zav. Light streams through the clouds. Today was a very successful day. You all pulled off a plan that could have failed at any step along the way, but you somehow cobbled it together. You've got a means to get into that safe. It's just going to take a little bit of fine work. Faunalyn has one less day until she walks the wheel. Edigin has been quiet since the Grove, but you can feel him in the back of your mind growing, or at least enduring. And as the next day begins here in Onkeel, that's where we'll stop tonight's episode of Bard Soup.
Holy crap. I feel like I'm breathing for the first time.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Bard Soup. It was extremely fun to record. I think you can tell that. I also tried some new stuff with the editing, so let me know what you thought of it. I'm curious to see what people thought. We're not doing bits because it's 5 a.m. when I'm recording this, and I'm a sleepy guy. As always, I have been your sleepy dungeon master, Zach Meikle, joined by Prima Zhao as Clay Campbell, Jordan Johnsen as Glimki Treefellow, and Shannon Meikle as Faunalyn Vaydark. If you're enjoying the show or like this episode especially, please leave us a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. While you're at it, follow us at Bard_Soup on Instagram and TikTok. I know I say it every episode, but there's some really fun, exciting stuff coming to our socials in the next few weeks. So make sure you follow so you can see what I'm talking about. We will be back in 2 weeks with chapter 32. So in the meantime, stay warm. It's already frosty outside, so stay warm. And we will see you then. Bye-bye. Standing before you is a human woman with auburn hair. It's thin. There's a few wrinkles around her eyes. Perhaps she's a couple years older than the depiction you saw, but this individual appears to match the statue. Well, I guess, hey, the statue was beheaded, so scratch that. The body looks the same.
Nice.
Glimki holds up a badge that says FBI, Female Body Inspector.
Heyo.
Everyone goes, ah.